Lisa from the Howard 100 News. Lisa, what's happening?
1 second, sorry.
Go ahead.
Ralph Cirulla's benefactor, Sam Simon, is set to compete in the Game Show Network series High Stakes Poker, which will begin filming this weekend in Las Vegas. Although Sam refused to comment when asked by Howard 100 News if he paid for Ralph's flight to Hawaii, Sam doesn't seem to have a problem spending money. The upcoming season of High Stakes features a minimum cash buy-in of $200,000.
Oh, my God, Artie, you'd be in heaven.
The largest buy-in for an entire run of a TV series, and some players have opted to buy in for as much as $1 million.
Wow. Interesting.
Bunch of rich guys with their money. I don't know, it's kind of cool when you find a TV show that'll play into your horrible addiction. You know what I mean? Like something, it's great. Hey, look, there's a TV show that feeds into my negative behavior.
There's my addiction. It's on TV.
Yeah, it's great. Like now, it's like wine connoisseurs are alcoholics mostly,
right?
But it just looks classier.
Me?
You're not a wine connoisseur, by the way. Robin doesn't know anything about wine. She drinks
Let me say this: I'm trying to learn.
You don't know anything.
Oh, I didn't say I knew anything. I'm a student.
Yeah. She doesn't know anything about wine. She's like me.
Does.
No, she doesn't.
Here he goes with I don't know anything.
You don't know about wine. Because like she hangs out with these people from the Napa Valley, and she wants to be a wine connoisseur, but she's not. And I'm glad she's not.
How do you get there, asshole?
No,
Gee,
you're not there, and you're not going to be there.
It's
like, how do you get
You have to study.
It doesn't become you. You don't need to be that. I don't want you doing that.
I always thought wine connoisseur was another word for
Why do I have to be
asshole.
an asshole? Because I don't want you to be a wine connoisseur.
I didn't jump on you and say, why do you practice chess? Why do you have a chess teacher?
Yeah, but you're just getting carried away with the wine thing.
What do you mean?
It's enough.
How am I carried away?
Because right away I go, oh, wine connoisseurs, alcoholics, and you go, excuse me, you're not a wine connoisseur. you thought I was attacking you.
But the point is, I like wine.
Yeah, so do I.
So
just don't know what I'm drinking.
everybody who likes wine is an alcoholic?
No. But wine connoisseurs, it's an excuse to be an alcoholic.
But you don't even drink it, you just taste it.
Not a connoisseur of wine. An alcoholic is an alcoholic. They get drunk on anything.
You taste it, then you spit
Then
it out.
Artie's a heroin connoisseur.
There are different, bodies of heroin, and
Yes.
if you put it in your mouth and squish it around.
How do you know I don't know anything about wine?
Because I know. I've been out to dinner with you many times. You know as much as I do, which is zero.
No, every time we go out, we get a tasting dinner with wine pairings, and we let somebody else pick the wine.
Right. All right, anybody know about wine?
No.
Call in and ask Robin some questions. She doesn't know anything about it.
Now, anything.
Nothing.
I know how many twists there are in the cap of a bottle of champagne.
How many, what's a Bordeaux?
A Bordeaux is a red wine from Bordeaux.
Yeah. Name 3 of them.
I can't
course
because I've
not.
never been to Bordeaux.
No, but
I
you
haven't
could've-
studied Bordeaux
Name 3
yet.
guys on the Jets.
What's that got to do with wine?
Well, what is a wine connoisseur then, actually? Just a wine expert, right? So, I could see her being a wine
expert. They know where
expert.
wines come from. They know the history of the wine. They know the different, they know a Pinot Noir from Napa Valley is this, or one from France.
Well, you can't see her knowing that?
I know
No, she
something
doesn't
you
know.
don't know.
She doesn't know about
What
that.
kind of wine, what kind of grapes are grown in Burgundy?
Exactly. I don't know.
I do.
Yeah, because that's the one thing you know.
Because I went to Burgundy and
No.
I studied the wines.
All right, Gary, ask her a question.
Now, why does Gary get to ask me?
Because he's going to ask you a wine question. I don't
doesn't
know
know
anything about wine.
anything
How can I? They're putting together a quiz right now.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
I have to be tested.
Yep.
You do?
Yes.
Leave me alone. I'm not answering any questions.
Of course not, because you don't know anything about wine.
I didn't say I didn't. I know things.
Okay. Sauvignon
I
Blanc.
know things.
Sauvignon Blanc is multiple choice. Is it in Bordeaux? Is it in the Loire? Loire.
Loire Valley.
Is it all the above or none of the above?
The Loire Valley.
That's funny that I don't know that.
I don't know that either. Go ahead. And she doesn't either.
Okay, Sauvignon Blanc is found A, in Bordeaux, B, in the Loire, C, all of the above, or D, none of the above.
Go ahead, Robin.
I don't know Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay. Next
Okay,
question.
Chardonnay. Chardonnay is A, a white grape,
It's a white
Hold-
grape.
shh.
I know it.
B,
All right,
found
is
in
she right?
Burgundy.
Is it white
It's
grape?
found in Burgundy. It's
C,
a white grape.
all of the above.
All of the above.
Fucking wrong. It's a white grape. It's not found in Burgundy.
It's absolutely every white grape in
No.
Burgundy is Chardonnay.
You're wrong.
Absolutely. I've been there.
Now
That's
you
not
have
what
to
the-
remove one item of clothing.
No, I've been there. Know this, Howard.
So she got it wrong. And
Where'd you get
It's
that?
not
The wine lovers wine quiz.
I don't care. They're wrong.
Repeat the question.
Okay. Chardonnay is
Go ahead.
A, a white grape, B, found in Burgundy, C, all of the above, or D, none of the above.
And what is the answer?
It's all of the above.
According to this, it's a white grape.
Let me
That's
show
it.
you.
This is great.
You're all assholes.
What do you think Robin knows more about, wine or Jackson Pollock paintings?
Or the Jets or Mike
I
and the Mad
never
Dog?
said I was an art.
You said you could. Wait. You
I
said.
said I love Jackson Pollock paintings. That's
You-
all I ever said.
You said you could tell the difference between a Jackson
I never
Pollock
did
painting
that. You guys
and
said
some
I
crap
couldn't,
Howard threw at a
and then
wall.
put
What
me
happened?
through a stupid
She
test.
picked the wrong one.
You're an all assholes because you're lying.
Hey, this guy says Robin is right. It's all of the above. guys.
Absolutely.
This is what they highlighted for me.
Yeah, you got it from a fucking asshole paper
Next
that doesn't
question.
know what he's talking
Next
about.
question. This is good. You're going.
I can't even pronounce some of these words.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Give me. I'll ask.
Hello, wine
Try
lover.
number 6.
Wow.
Number 6. All right, I'll try my best. All right. Oh yeah, I can't pronounce that either.
Let me see. Let me try.
In relation to Robin, in relation to Pauliac, do you know what that is? Pauillac.
No.
No, I'm gonna forget it. All right. Let's see. All right, here's one. Champagne you were mentioning. A champagne is a white plain.
A white plane?
Yeah. A region in cognac. All of the above, none of the above.
A white what?
A white Plain. A region in cognac. All of the above, none of the above.
None of the above.
Wrong. A white plain.
A white plane. Champagne is a region in France.
But it may not be in Cognac.
It's not in Cognac. It's in France.
What part of France?
Champagne.
That I knew.
So
right,
she's
there you
0 for
go.
3?
Yeah.
No,
She got
I
one
got
right.
the Chardonnay question right.
She got one right, and they tried to rob her of that.
Sheesh. With their poor sources.
Uh-oh, here's Steve Langford. You a wine expert?
Not at all. I lived in France for 3 years, so I know what I like. But the Loire Valley is pronounced
It's the
how?
Loire Valley.
No.
What is it?
Loire
Oh, no.
Valley.
Oh, I
Not
didn't roll
Loire.
VR.
It's not LWA.
Oh,
It's Loire.
oh, get out of here,
S'il
Steve.
vous plaît.
I hope your back
Tout de
breaks.
même.
Get back into the hospital and put a heating
he's trying to
pad
teach you
on.
something.
S'il vous plaît.
Why do you get so defensive?
Because you're all attacking me.
It's not an attack. You just
Yes,
don't
it
know
is.
anything.
It is an attack.
You
I
don't know
say
about
I know
wine.
something about wine and I'm studying it, and you just go, you know nothing.
And I was right.
I knew Chardonnay.
That was impressive. I'll give you that.
You still haven't asked me how many twists to the top of a. You know the wire on
Yeah.
champagne? How many times do you have to twist it to open it?
I'm going to say 3.
You would be wrong.
How many?
6.5 times.
Wow, good for you.
I'm going to say Loire. But no, I think he didn't say you know anything. He said you're not a wine connoisseur. What's a wine connoisseur? It's an expert
I
in
said
wine.
I'm a wine connoisseur in study. I'm practicing. I'm studying like he's studying chess.
Yeah, but that's just an excuse to drink.
Oh my God.
Like, what's the point? The bottom line is you're drinking alcohol. You know?
Hey, do you want to know what the definition of a connoisseur is?
Yeah.
One who understands the details, technique, or principles of an art and is competent to act as a critical judge.
That's what she wants
That's
to be.
me. I can be critical. I'm pissed. All I have to
come
do
on.
is say I'm interested in something and I'm trying to study it. I know nothing.
Yeah. Well, I gave you the test. You got one right.
You gave me no test. You have to test me on what I have studied.
She
I didn't
ain't gonna
say I
let go
know
of this.
all wines.
No. I want
I'm
you to stop.
studying wine.
Stop studying.
And I've actually made trips to study wine.
I know. I just don't like it. Study me. That's
I've
what you should
studied
study. You should study
I know
me.
you inside and out.
All right.
Robin. Who is she, Indian? Why do you think Howard
Leave
and the
me
guys...
alone.
You don't want to talk?
No.
Gary, what do you think about Robin claiming to be a wine connoisseur?
I think that Robin gets into things that she enjoys doing, and she likes to think she's a little bit more advanced in it than she is. She certainly knows more about wine than I do, because she drinks it more, and she has gone to the California region and she knows something, but I think to put yourself out there as, you know, a connoisseur implies some expertise, which she doesn't have quite yet and probably will have soon.
And why do you think she's getting so angry?
Wait, you really are a moron.
Why?
I mean, I heard you on the wrap-up show. I'm going to play it where they're asking you about who's running for president. Politics is not my thing, man.
Motherfucker, you're stupid.
But
I mean, do you ever open the paper ever?
Yeah, I open it a little
You
bit.
thought Barack Obama was a Republican.
He's a good guy. I think I'm going to vote for Obama. I really am.
Yeah,
Obama?
sure you are.
He's got to be better than the asshole we have in the White House now, so.
It's still a horse race.
Do you know who she is, Hillary Clinton? Yeah, you know
Sure,
that.
she's Clinton's wife.
What does she do for a living?
She's, I know what she is. She's the governor of,
Which country?
of New York, right? Isn't she the governor?
No,
No, wait,
she's
that
Our
would be,
governor.
I mean,
Yeah,
Pataki.
she's the governor of Pataki.
She's
You
not
think
the
Pataki, do you still think Pataki's governor?
No, she's now
Who's the governor of New York?
She's the governor.
Right. Okay.
Of
good
New
for
York.
you.
And
Right.
who are the senators?
That's a good question.
Brownback or something?
Yeah,
right, Senator
Brownback is
Brown.
the senator.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
who's the other one? We have how many senators?
If you're asking for another one, we must have two.
So
Right.
Brownback and who else?
Well,
I won't call you an idiot if you get this. Well, you got Brownback, right? You know that Hillary Clinton's the governor of New York. Who is the other senator from New York? You'll impress me if you know that.
I think I got it. He used to be the district attorney of New York.
Go ahead.
Robert Morgenthau.
Oh,
Very good.
Very
All right.
I just have to think.
Yeah. You know, when you think, you're impressive.
wow.
That's why I don't do it much. I don't.
So
like
you
to do it.
knew Senator Morgenthau.
and
You see-
Brownback
And Brownback.
and the governor.
And the governor, Clinton.
I think she. I know she has something to do with New York. I think she's the governor.
Good. Well, all right. You've impressed me.
But like I said, politics is not my thing. You know?
Should be. Now, after you got those right. I mean, not everyone can
You're
answer
ready
that.
for what is that?
Impressive.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Who's smarter
You can
than a
answer
fifth
so
grader?
many
You
questions.
know what?
How many senators are there total?
Well, I'm guessing two.
Two
You're
senators
guessing.
total? No,
Maybe.
from New York, but then how do you...
Probably two per state. 100 senators, 50
Okay.
states.
Good, all right. You're on the target there.
Did you ever notice that everything Sal doesn't know isn't his thing?
Yeah.
Like being smart isn't his thing.
Yeah. You never read the newspaper?
Being a producer is not your thing.
You never read the newspaper? Nothing.
I do read the newspaper. I read
You do?
page 6.
Oh.
Oh, you
Gossip.
skip right past the first page.
You know, it's just. This is not CNN, Howard. This is the Howard
Right.
Stern show.
Okay.
You know, this
I
is
just thought
not,
maybe you're curious.
Hannity and
Just for your
Combs.
own life, you might want to know.
Listen
some
to
of
me.
these things.
It's not
I'm
Hannity and Combs.
I'm glad I didn't vote for Bush, and now nobody can blame me.
But you
know
said
what I
in
mean?
the
It's
wrap-up
a-
show...
But maybe
It's
you
not-
could have
but
voted
you
for
don't
the
vote.
other guy.
But hey, who is the other guy? The other guy could have fucked up too, and then you couldn't blame me.
He doesn't vote, and he considers that a good thing because he says on the wrap-up show, there's no difference. Look how bad the country's doing. So if I voted...
You'd be responsible.
Yeah,
Yes.
look what all the assholes who voted for
How
Bush
about-
now they regret it. Not
how about
me.
if
I'm
you
like,
had voted,
hey,
how
I
about if
stayed
you
out.
had voted for the other guy, and we wouldn't have had Bush?
You could have saved us.
Well, that's all hearsay. We don't know what this guy would have done.
Hearsay.
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 All right,
No,
thank you.
it's not.
And that's why I'm going to go against the grain. I'm seriously considering voting for Obama, and
Yeah.
I do mean that because
Why? Why
this
do you
world
like
has been
him?
so screwed up for the past 100 years.
Well, why do you like Obama? What is he for?
He's pro-choice, which I agree with.
Mm-hmm.
The guy, look, if you're a black guy in America and you can push the people to vote for you, that's impressive. And I mean that
in
I got
the
it.
most
in the most sincere way.
All right, I got
So
to stop
that's
this
so,
conversation. Everything that comes out of your mouth is stupid. All right, thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
With Howard to talk about our new Hall & Oates tour, holiday album, and also my new webcast called Live from Daryl's House that's coming out tomorrow, actually.
Well, Daryl Hall, look at you, man. You look
at me.
good.
Oh, thank you.
I like the beard.
Oh, you like the beard? You know,
Yeah,
I
this
just, I'm up in the woods, man. So it's my woodsman's look.
shirt.
So we were all speculating, how come the other cat isn't here? I mean, I know you're the guy with the talent and you wrote all the songs.
Well, no, I knew you were going to say that. The other guy with the talent and who wrote Man Eater, Out of Touch, and She's Gone. Let's see, where is he? He's in the woods also in Colorado, though. So
Is that do you live in the woods?
Yeah, I live up in Dutchess County.
Oh, you do, but you're not close with. I mean, when I say Hall and Oates, we think of like two brothers who, went through all the.
That would be
together,
correct.
yeah.
Two brothers that live on opposite sides of the world.
But the fact of the matter is, you're not crazy about Oates personally, right? Is that true? Come on, be honest. I mean,
Be honest? You want me to be honest?
Yeah, be honest.
Am I crazy about him? Well, he makes me crazy sometimes.
He makes you nuts.
But
Do
no,
you two,
I like John, man. John and I
Why
have been
is it
friends
though-
since we're teenagers, man.
But you're not friends. I mean, you don't hang out
But
together.
we're more than friends. We're like brothers.
No, but wait a second. You do
Sometimes
not.
you're not not friends with your brother.
Hall and Oates don't hang out together. Like
No.
you guys don't go to a bar together. You don't go and play video games together. You don't.
I don't do any of that stuff alone.
Do you call each other on the phone?
Not very often.
Really? So when it comes time to tour, when it comes time to do a new album or something musical, you pick up the phone and you call them and say, okay, it's time, but it's not awkward that you don't speak to each other other than that?
No, because we see each other all the time. We're working all the time.
But you don't like him. Because if you liked him, you would hang out with him, wouldn't you?
If he lived close to me, I'd hang out with him.
What irritates you?
You know, he
about
used to.
him?
What
goes
irritates
wrong? Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, let's see. Nothing irritates me because I'm so used to him.
Do you ever have a non-work?
I'm beyond irritation.
Is there ever a non-work conversation? Like, do you ever say, hey, how you
How's
doing?
your family?
Well, basically, I see his family all the time because we travel together.
He's married?
Yeah, he has a wife and a really cool kid, Tanner, and we travel together. I mean, in fact, we seldom have musical conversations. How's that?
How old were you when you met your partner?
16.
16 years old. You were in bands. You were both musical guys. The way I heard it is you were playing somewhere. He was playing in the same place. There was some sort of fight broke out, and you guys met each other in an elevator.
Yeah,
Escaping?
actually, we were 17.
Right.
Yeah, we had just started. We were just finishing high school and starting Temple University, and he had a band and I had a band, and that's how we met.
And you said, we'll be a twosome. Let's go out. Let's go to some coffee houses. Let's play some places together.
Actually, no. We were friends because we both liked Philly soul. We were both in soul bands,
Right.
and we started sharing rooms together when we were in college, and we didn't work together until after we got out of school.
Well, when you write, do you write together ever, or is it always separate?
Not so much anymore. We always did things separately. Our first thing was we said we're going to be two guys. We're going to share a stage. So from the very beginning, it was sort of two separate guys. But we write together occasionally, and we write separately a lot.
So you meet each other at 17. You say, let's form a band together. We'll call it Hall and Oates.
That was on the mailbox. So
was there ever a discussion that it would be Oates and Hall?
No, because my name was first on the mailbox.
I see. So it became Hall and Oates. That sounded good.
Yeah.
It sounded good to you.
Yeah, it sounded good to me.
That's right. And there comes a time where you have your first hit record. Was this amazing to you? Did it look like for a while nothing was ever going to happen with this band? Did you ever think of leaving him?
It went on. It went up and down for a long time. Before.
How long was that time before you had a success?
We first started playing together in like 1971 or 2, and let's see. Then we put out "She's Gone." We wrote and put out "She's Gone," and it wasn't really a hit. But then a group called Tavares had a hit with it, and it was like a #1 R&B record. And then we had "Sarah Smile." That was our first hit.
I didn't understand this about you. Sarah was a woman that you lived with for 30 years.
Yeah.
I mean, you had a serious relation. Never married her.
Not officially, no.
You lived together, and you reference Sarah in your music a lot.
No kidding. I wrote tons of songs about her, with her. She co-wrote "Man Eater" and "Out of Touch," and God, I can't even tell you how many songs.
So she co-wrote these songs. She still makes money from the Hall & Oates catalog.
Yeah, lots of money.
And when you guys split up after 30 years, this had to be an emotional trauma. This is the woman you wrote Sarah Smile for.
How do you split up with that woman?
I know. It's not easy. In fact,
were you faithful?
You're asking me right now. That's 6 years ago, and I'm still splitting up, man.
Really? Huh?
She left you, or you left her?
It was mutual. It was
so that
just
means
one
you
of those
left
things. Yeah, well,
all right. Yeah. So was it that the temptation of the road? I mean, you are certainly a good-looking dude.
It wasn't the temptation of the road. We went way past that stuff.
Did you cheat on her on the road when you were the height of Hall & Oates, and you guys are going around and you're doing live performances, and the women are throwing themselves at you? Is it almost impossible not to bang someone else?
The word is yes.
Yeah. So you had your sex outside.
So you guys
Absolutely.
worked through that, you're saying?
Yeah. Early on, from the very beginning.
So what happened? Did Sarah just get older and you get I mean, listen, let's face it, you're around a lot of young, attractive women. There's no way you can remain interested.
It wasn't had nothing to do with older or any of that stuff. It had to do with just, hey man,
life changes.
Life changes. Life changes.
30 years is a long time.
It's a long time.
So where you used to write Sarah Smile, now when you sing the song, do you want to vomit? I mean, do you want to throw up and say?
I'm still singing it to her.
Do you still wonder why you were in love with her in the first place? Have you you haven't lost that love?
No, I have no questions about why I was in love with her.
Has Sarah hooked up with another guy at this point?
You know what? I think so, but I'm not sure.
You don't know. You don't want to know. Do you speak to?
Oh no, I don't.
I
do actually.
Speak to her.
Well, we have our ups and downs, but right now I'm not really talking to her much. But we go between really friendly to not friendly at all.
Let me ask you something. Is there another woman in your life now?
What, are
Well-
you kidding? You probably didn't miss a day. Guy like this, rock star, give me a break.
I'm in. I just say I'm in transition right now.
You're in transition.
You have a girlfriend, don't you?
No, actually, I don't.
You don't?
I had one for 7 years, but
Is it hard to be alone?
I got used to it.
Do you live up in this isolated area by yourself?
I got my people. You know, I have a extended family. My sister and everybody lives near me and
near you, but you live in the house by yourself.
Right now, yeah.
Like a farm kind of community.
Uh-huh.
And you sit there by yourself and you don't get lonely.
Nope.
You're able to do it.
He's got mountains of books.
Do you kill animals and eat them? Do you do the whole thing?
Well, since I got Lyme's disease, I sort of stopped doing that, but I was a major hunter.
You had Lyme's disease?
I have Lyme disease.
How did you get it?
Living in the country, the way everybody gets it.
You were out hunting and a tick got on
you don't have to be hunting. You can walk in your front yard. You can be in a suburban neighborhood and get Lyme's disease. It's one of the biggest.
How bad is it to have
country.
Lyme's disease?
Bad. It's bad. Well, it can run the gamut of mildly debilitating to severely debilitating.
I worry about that where I am. There's
You
all
should.
these ticks and all that
You
kind
should
of
worry
stuff. I
about
do. I always check myself every
You got
night.
to.
I look. But why didn't you move away from this area where there's so many ticks once you got this disease?
Well, because I like living in that part of the world. I like living in nature.
You used to go hunting, you used to do all that stuff, and now you're a little bit paranoid about doing that.
Well, I don't like to spend that much time in the deep woods anymore.
Because of the ticks.
Yeah.
These fucking ticks.
I know.
They ruined your woods experience.
They really did. You know, I used to like to, I got a lot of land. I used to four-wheeler around, take walks in the woods. Fuck that now. You know, you have
What
to
do? You sit in the house and you're hiding from the ticks.
Well, I had to put up this deer fence at great expense, and, I got to check myself all the time.
The ticks won.
The ticks did win right now.
Did you find the actual tick that landed on you?
No.
You
I
never
didn't.
did.
Never
You never
did.
saw. How were you diagnosed?
Is it still in there?
I assume you had sore throats. You had fevers.
I had all kinds of tremors and fevers, and they thought I had spinal meningitis and multiple sclerosis and all.
How long ago was this?
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah, I'm just getting over it now.
What they treat you with antibiotics?
Yeah, heavy antibiotics and herbal things.
Oh, wow. And you now feel better.
Every once in a while I have a kind of a weird day, but yeah, 99.9% of the time I'm fine.
Are you able to exercise? Are you able to get back into a routine?
Yeah, all that. Yeah, that's all working.
He's so right. Daryl Hall is so right about these ticks.
Oh no!
Never mind the terrorists. War on ticks.
Well,
I'm not.
wouldn't you
That's
have to
no
get
shit.
rid of
I'm
the
telling you.
deer?
How can we get rid of
it's the. Well, first of all, kill all the fucking deer.
Really?
That's what I said. We'd have to get rid of the deer.
Kill the fucking deer.
Does your penis get affected?
Monhegan, let me tell you a story. Monhegan Island in Maine had a major tick problem, and what they did, it was very controversial among the citizens, and they killed all the fucking deer, and the Lyme's disease went away.
It did, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
But I
The
was
fucking rats, man. In the Middle Ages, would anybody said no? The pretty man, those rats. So they carry bubonic plague.
Kill 'em.
Fuck them.
Right.
Fuck the ticks.
You're making me think.
But
I
wait a
love to
minute,
look at
Howard.
deer. I think they're beautiful and all that. And
They're fucking giant rats. 180-pound rats.
Wow.
This is the guy who wrote Sarah Smile?
Yeah. Gee, I thought you were a peacenik.
He didn't write anything about a deer.
I see you on the We Are the World video. Wasn't that you?
Thousands
That's
of ticks.
people, man. That's not fucking deer.
And if people
Thousands of
can.
ticks per deer, right?
Yeah, every tick has like 2,000-3,000 ticks on it.
Every deer has.
Every deer, and they all
two-
have Lyme's disease.
Ay
They're
vey.
walking
Monsters.
plague things.
So let's get rid of them.
Yes,
This is what
agree.
I say about sharks, too. People talk about our oceans. People are afraid to surf. We love the ocean. Kill all the sharks, too. Right? Come on, let's go.
Well,
what are we sitting here for?
If
Either that
millions
or
of
kill
people
all the
got
surfers.
eaten by sharks, I'd agree. But millions of
Absolutely.
people are getting bit by ticks. So there you go.
All right, you're with me on the deer
I
thing.
didn't
That's
know we'd
good.
have
I'm
the
with you.
anti-deer movement.
Wow. So when we
Kill the rabbits too. Fuck them too.
you're angry today.
Sure, I'm always angry.
Fucking rabbits and deer. So they've really so now you're feeling better though. That's
You think I'm joking, by the way?
Oh,
I'm
I
not
don't
joking.
think you're joking.
We get it.
brother, I'm right with you.
Okay.
I'll
listen
kill
here.
a couple of deer.
You know,
with
when I
this
was a kid,
afternoon,
I
if
lived
you
in the
want.
country, and it was an unusual experience to see a deer because the deer population wasn't allowed to grow because it
was controlled.
It was controlled.
Yeah.
And now they're everywhere. They're fucking people up. People crash into them with cars.
Right.
They're really a major menace.
That's what it was like with blacks in my neighborhood.
Hey.
No, I ain't going there, man.
Hey, what's with you, Artie? What's going on? We're having a perfectly reasonable conversation.
Artie wants to take it to another level.
Yeah,
No,
man,
I'm
that's
stating.
your problem.
I'm,
down
I'm,
to another
I'm
level.
against it. I'm stating a fact. It was terrible.
But you know what? You make a very good point about this. This Lyme disease is so debilitating. I knew a guy. Remember, we had a general manager who
People
got Rocky.
die from it, man.
People
He
die
had
from
the
it.
Rocky Mountain spotted fever.
Right.
That's
didn't he?
only one of the many diseases you can get from ticks.
And you were lucky that you survived because what if they
Yes, I
didn't
was.
diagnose it?
I'm lucky I can work, first of all, because I didn't think I'd be able to work. And I'm lucky I survived, because I know people that have been so sick that they thought they were going to die.
Were you in the hospital?
I was in the hospital. I was on intravenous stuff. The whole bit, man.
Wow.
I mean, it's nasty.
It sure is.
Bad.
It
All
sure
right,
is.
you know what? I hate deer now.
Me too.
There you go.
I used to love them.
We might ask you to cut some public service announcements about killing the deer, because some people don't understand.
That's right.
Give me a machine gun, man.
You got it. So why are you not getting the respect from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I wanted to ask you that. I want to talk about that for a second.
Sure,
you
let's
have
talk
written.
about that.
How many hit songs have you written? I mean,
oh God, I don't even fucking know.
How many albums have you sold?
Something like 60 million. I lost track. Something like that.
60 million albums is an amazing
What are you
accomplishment.
supposed to do?
Why is it a?
What am I supposed to do?
I can give you a number: 37 top 40 hits, 8 number ones, and I don't know what the album sales are, but a lot of hits. How many?
I think it's something like
70 million records.
Well, I'll give you a hint here.
10 million off.
You recently sold off half of your catalog to a publishing company, right?
Yeah.
And that brought in an estimated $25 to $50 million to Hall & Oates.
Correct.
Wow. Well, you're not hurting for cash, are you?
Yeah, but what about the Hall of Fame? What is this disrespect?
You know, all these awards, whether the Grammys or Hall of Fames or whatever, they're all political. I mean, that's no big news, and that's. I mean, what else can I say about it? It's politics.
But when you say
politics, it's the fucking voters. It's the people that are involved in voting. Okay, let me tell you what it is.
All right, who are the voters?
Kill the voters.
In the 70s and the 80s, the rock press and the rock, whatever you want to call it, the media, created a canon. They created what is hip, what is not hip, what is deserving of respect, and what is not.
Right.
And those things are, if you tried to be Woody Guthrie, or you tried to be Howlin' Wolf or whatever, you were cool.
Right.
And if you hung out with the Spinners and you hung out with Al Green, you were sort of suspect, especially if you were a white guy.
Right.
And nobody gave a shit about that. But me and John have always fallen between the cracks.
Well,
and in order to, let me finish, in order for them to justify themselves and what they wrote about, like that the Ramones were the greatest band in history and bullshit like that,
right,
then they have to disrespect me in order to justify their own shit.
Right. In other
so
words,
that's why I'm not in the Rock and Roll fucking Hall of Fame.
If you write pop songs, in other words, if you write songs that have tremendous appeal,
popular appeal, and also musical impact. Let's not forget that. It's not just
you're
popular
a real
appeal.
musician. I mean, you've written huge hit songs.
But Howard, the people he's talking about, they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I know.
Al Green and Howlin' Wolf.
Well, there's a little bit of reverse racism going on.
They allow those guys in a little bit because they don't want to look like it's just whitey.
Well, they call me blue-eyed soul. That's fucking insulting. First of all,
why is that insulting?
Because I'm a soul singer. That's like saying what, brown-eyed opera singer if you're black.
Right.
Fuck that.
So you're bitter about it?
Yeah,
I swear to God, I never knew he was such an angry guy.
Wow. I love him.
I am bitter about it. I'm bitter about it.
But I don't blame you. In other words, I think it's funny in radio that I am not. There's something called the Radio Hall of Fame. It's a bullshit thing, and I don't really care about it. But how can you have a Radio Hall of Fame and not have me in it?
Not have you anywhere near it?
They don't even mention my name. Who's bigger than me? Let's kill some deer.
Basically nobody. Yeah, kill some fucking deer.
Who are the fucking voters?
All I know is when you said you just got $25 to $50 million, T-Bone's eyes were almost rolled back into his head.
You could keep the Hall of Fame. The Spinners ain't got that.
That's right. What are you doing with all this money that you're getting?
Wasted on building houses.
Are you building a lot of homes?
Yeah, I restore colonial houses.
That's your thing?
Yeah.
Well, who are you going to sell them to now?
Who am I going to sell them to? Yeah, I have to figure out who I'm. Yeah, I'm in the midst of finishing one big one right now.
Yeah.
There'll be foreigners.
Yeah,
there'll be somebody to buy that. That's for sure.
People that like colonial houses.
So the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Grammys have ignored you as well.
That's right.
That's crazy.
It's all part of the same package of
Why
prejudice.
is everyone against you?
I told you why. Because it justifies their past.
But do you think things have changed to a certain extent with the validation of Justin Timberlake? And
of course. No. We're talking about the past. We're talking about actually our generation, right? Of rock writers. The new generation, they respect the shit out of Hall & Oates.
There's something
and, all the new bands love us.
But Hall &
so
Oates,
we've transcended the generational thing.
But Hall & Oates never was the type of band that's got up on stage and did dances to their songs and all that. You guys were serious musicians. Well, I want to ask you a question. You guys were serious musicians. Nowadays, you mentioned Justin Timberlake. It seems like Justin Timberlake's got to get up on stage and dance and jump through hoops. It's almost like a carnival.
I think the video is what caused that to happen.
Videos ruin music?
The video ruin music.
Why?
Because people, if it's a fight between the eye and the ear, the eye always wins.
Right. So the eye became more important than the ear. You have to be good looking there. You have to wear the right clothes. You have to have the whole image and all of that. And you have to be able to dance.
Yeah, basically.
Is it sicken you? Is the music industry dead?
Yes.
Is it because of the economics of it that people aren't buying CDs and records anymore?
It's because the record companies shot themselves in the foot. It's because they ate themselves.
Where did they go wrong? How could they have predicted that the technology would change and people wouldn't buy CDs?
I don't think it was just the technology.
They went wrong in so many ways.
Well, how many?
They backed the wrong horses in a lot of ways. They ruined their own music. They backed video. It was bean counters over art. You know, when John and I started out, you know, we were Atlantic Records. They said, okay, go make a record. And by the way, here's a Reef Martin to help you. That doesn't happen anymore. You know, it's like you do what we tell you to do, and if you don't do it, or if we get tired of you, then you're gone.
There's no artistic freedom, is what you're saying.
None.
Really?
Not in major labels.
This is very depressing.
It is, but you know, if you're in Blue Note Records or Rounder Records, or do what I did early on and form your own record company, then you have freedom.
I was going to say, do you like this movement now where like bands like Radiohead are putting out their own album?
Well, I don't like what Radiohead did because they devalued their own music. But I like the idea. I mean, I'm doing this thing live from Daryl's house. I'm starting tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, we should mention this now.
Yeah. And it's one of the first, well, certainly the first of its kind of internet concerts.
What is live from darylshouse.com?
It's a monthly live concert. It's actually not live. I've already done the concert, but it's going to be debuted tomorrow at 8 o'clock, and then shown subsequently in part and in full anytime you want to download it.
So when you say you live in this house by yourself now, you're telling me you haven't gotten laid in a couple of months?
What do you think? I don't have visitors?
People come and visit you and they bang you and then you
I'm not the hermit of the woods, you know.
Right. Where do you primarily meet women? Let's say a woman.
Are you on Match.com?
Yeah. Well, like, how does a woman get to meet you? Does she go to your show?
You know, like church, libraries.
What, the last woman you had sex with, where did you meet her? I mean,
where did I meet
women
her?
like to know. And what's your age range, by the way? What are you dating? How old's the broad you date?
I'm flexible.
Right.
I'm flexible.
Would you date a woman as old as 35?
Fuck yeah.
You would. You wouldn't
course.
go as old as 40, though.
Are you kidding me?
You've dated cougars?
Cougars?
Are you telling me you've dated older than 40? Get out of here.
I am no ageist, man.
What is the youngest you'll have sex with? Will you go below 18?
Oh.
No.
You'll go to 18, though, right? You'll
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh, you don't have that problem, huh?
I have no problem.
So the last woman you met, let's say there are women in my audience listening right now who want to meet a guy like you, successful, singer, I mean, good-looking dude. How does a woman go about it? Where did this woman meet you that you had sex with?
Yeah, you know, it's hard, actually, to meet me because...
You're up in this tick-infested area.
I live in small towns. I travel all the time. I'm nowhere, really. I'm everywhere and nowhere. And then, you know, when I'm on the road, which is a lot, it's hard to get to me. And not by my...
design.
Well, the last
design,
lady who
exactly.
visited. Where'd you meet this lady, the last one you visited?
Probably backstage.
Backstage?
Yeah, somebody, like a meet and greet or something like
right,
that.
You said, hey, you're attractive. How you doing, honey? What's happening? Let's go have a bite to eat.
That's the short version.
And then you just say, I'm going to take you back to my tick-infested house, and let's go
there
see
you go.
if you can't...
You can't
let the tick suck on your body, baby.
That's right, man. Me and the ticks are going to get a hold of you.
They need to do a meet and greet before the show. They need to buy a VIP package and do a meet and greet.
Oh.
So basically, it costs you $500 to meet me. I'm the biggest whore in the world, man.
I mean, it's impressive.
$500, man, no problem.
Go ahead.
It's available.
Now, back in the day, were you one of the bands that got like caught up in drugs and all of that kind of stuff?
No,
you didn't. You didn't do any pot.
I got a weird nervous system. Pot, yeah, sure. I smoke a lot of pot. But I never really used. Like, I didn't do a lot of cocaine or anything like that.
So you didn't get caught up in that whole thing.
No, not at all.
And you basically lived a pretty straight lifestyle, and you were all about the music. Sounds interesting.
Well, how
I wouldn't call it a straight lifestyle.
Well, let me ask you something. Talk about that. Straight. Didn't people for years think you guys were gay, like you were lovers?
Yeah. Well, you know. Yeah, because like a lot of people in the early 70s, we were doing the whole glam rock thing. You know,
right,
I mean,
with
did anybody think
eyeshadow
Gene Simmons is gay? Jesus Christ,
who knows?
Maybe he is. I don't know, man. But you know, yeah, that went down, and then we had some fag from Rolling Stone that.
Oh, jeez! How much more are we going to learn today?
That decided he was going to out us because he made his bones outing Elton John. So he he basically outed us when we weren't out. You know,
you've never had sex.
You weren't in.
And I used that word, by the way, in a very respectful way.
You and John never had sex together. You never participated.
We had sex together, but not with each other.
In the same room, you would have sex with women.
Yeah, no problem.
Did you ever share a woman?
Maybe. I can't remember. To tell you
That's
the truth.
a once.
Yeah.
Who had the bigger penis? I mean, I imagine, you know.
Well, I haven't actually noticed.
You notice when you're in the same room with a guy and he's got a boner and you're both doing the same girl. You absolutely notice.
Well, we always say that John is German Shepherd balls with Chihuahua pants.
Ah, interesting. I'm gonna have to analyze that.
You have video of you high-fiving Oates while you're double teaming a chick?
No, we didn't go that far.
When a guy outs you, a journalist.
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you fight back, or you just say screw it? I mean, what do you do?
Well, it's kind of hard to fight back. I mean, that's the whole problem with has been or was a problem with me and the media. You can't fight the media.
You can't sue.
They always have the last word. What are you going to say?
You couldn't sue and say, "Hey, listen, you've disparaged me. You've said I'm gay. I'm a straight man."
Yeah, that sounds malicious to me.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing to sue for. I don't know.
Yeah, it is, because you're almost then you're saying you don't like gay people. Almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It's I mean, it's actually. What they did to us is an insult to gay people, really.
Right.
That's the way I feel.
That's right.
I have one question, and every guy out there probably wants to know, how do you work through cheating on your wife?
Huh? What?
You know,
you're back to that thing again. No.
He cheated on the road, and then he'd go home to Sarah.
So what? Sarah can handle it.
No, how did she handle
Because she's
that?
an extraordinary person. That's how.
Did she give you license, like you're single on the road?
It was nothing as simple as license, but people do this all the time, and not just with musicians and people on the road. I think that there's a pact with people that are together a long time, and they allow for each other's personalities to bear fruit.
Let me interpret.
So did she ever sleep outside of the relationship?
I never asked.
Oh.
What you do is, if you want to have a woman, a good woman like Sarah, and you want to cheat, you write Sarah Smile for her, then she shuts up. That's all.
Actually,
in a way it works. You know, it's so funny to see you dressed the way you are today and the way you look. I think it's a great look for you. It's very natural. And this is the way you're more comfortable.
Well, this is the real me, yeah.
When you had to do the glam thing, I mean, not that you had to.
That was a long time ago, man.
Because you're not really a pretty boy kind of type, but I always thought you were, because you always dressed up.
Well, I was pretty when I was young, man.
But when you perform now, do you dress more like this?
Yeah, this is
like
pretty much the way I dress.
And when how old were you when you started to realize, man, I can really sing. I like music.
0. My mom was a singer in a band and a vocal teacher and all that stuff. I mean, at 2, 3 years old, I was singing.
And when do you realize you want to play guitar and sing?
Well, guitar came late. I started piano when I was 5, but I didn't start guitar until I grew up.
And when you're a kid and you sing, is it embarrassing in a way? Do people make fun of you? Do the other boys say, what's with you going around singing? What are you, a fruit?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Especially when you're like 12. And I was a boy soprano, I was in 7th grade.
It's hard to be artistic, isn't it, as a young child?
Well, I remember that, I had to sing. Actually, I sang on the Christmas album. I did Oh Holy Night.
Yeah.
Right? And that's a real boy soprano kind of song.
Right.
And I did it, and my teachers made me sing this in front of the whole school in 7th grade, and I'm singing the song, and afterward, the cafeteria was no fun, let me tell you.
Right, you seem like a guy who can kick ass. You look like a tough guy.
Yeah, you look like a tough guy.
Right.
I've been there.
Did you have to fight a lot as a kid because you sang?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
You would get into fist fights?
Yeah. People. I was, besides singing, I was just an unusual person in my area.
Why do you think you were attracted to black musicians more than?
I grew up in a racially integrated place. You grow up around Philadelphia, especially in my day when I grew up. It's very integrated.
So there was more Motown there than
it was the sound of Philly. It was the neighborhood stuff, not Motown. It was beyond, before.
But I'm saying you get exposed to Motown and all that other stuff too.
Well,
and of course,
like I said before, Motown.
Right.
I mean, I do street corner music and doo-wop music, gospel music, soul music, church music, all that stuff is that's my baby food.
Well, you're a cool dude. T-Bone, I love you.
I love you, Howard.
Yeah. Did you ever actually beat up Oates? Did you ever have to kick his ass? I mean, did you ever have a fist fight
something? I'd have a hard time. He was a wrestler. Do you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. John could kick ass, man.
Really?
Yeah.
So, I mean, mano a mano would be a tough fight.
He wrote that song, by the way.
Yes.
It would be an interesting fight. I got the reach, but he's got the grappling power.
Let's go to Sal. Sal, you're on the air in Lodi, New Jersey.
Hey now.
Hey now.
I'll tell you what, when I heard that Darryl was going to be on this morning, I really didn't think much of it, but boy, he turned out to be a real entertaining guest.
You didn't think much of me. Fuck you.
Yeah. The hell with him.
This guy's a deer.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, that's my new thing. Yeah.
Well, I guess you won a new fan just from this
Well,
interview.
thank you, sir.
That's good. All right, thank you. I'll tell you what, let me play a little bit of this
You
song.
know what? The one thing we haven't asked is where the music comes from. Like, when you sit down to write a song, is it easy? Is it hard? Does it take you a long time?
Are you one of those guys who say it comes from God?
No.
You're not you came from you, right?
Yeah, it came from straight from my life.
Was your father upset that you became a musician?
No, they're both musicians.
So they like it?
They push me, yeah.
And were they thrilled with your success? Did they get to see your success?
And still are, yeah.
They're still alive.
Yeah.
And you have a
But-
good relationship with
Yeah,
them.
absolutely.
Are you a craftsman with the music, or do
Yeah.
you work at it, or it's not streaming through you? It just doesn't come out.
Both.
It does?
I'm a spontaneous person, but then I've been doing it so long, I'm into the craft of it also. But when I do a vocal, what you hear on the vocals is pretty much what I did first take and things like that. And
okay.
T-Bone's there all the time. He knows.
Right.
Especially the end of the song, all the ad-libs and everything. That just comes out of my head.
And I want to thank you for coming in today.
Thanks
it was
for having
really
me,
great to have you here. Darryl Hall, everyone.
Darryl, what do you think now that you've met Howard and you've been in there, you mixed it up?
I love this, man. I get to say my shit, This is fantastic.
It seems like he really wanted to understand what goes into writing a song and your mindset and your upbringing and everything.
No, it was good. It was good. This was actually a really cool interview.
It's got to be different when you compare it to all the interviews you've done over the years. This has got to be one of the more unique.
Yeah, no pussyfooting.
No, definitely not. He went right for it with asking about Sarah. And
Sure.
What do you think how do you think she's gonna react to hearing?
She'll have mixed reactions, but that's our relationship. Mixed reactions.
Got to keep it open and say what you really mean. But that was a really good interview.
Thank you.
And good luck with your holiday album and the holiday shows and everything.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Comedian. I'm here to hang out and shoot the shit with Howard, the guy who gave me a career. So, hope you enjoy it.
Where is Craig Gass? I mean, I know
He's in the green room, I suppose, waiting for somebody to escort him in here.
Oh, there he is.
Nobody helping.
Nobody even helping him. What's the matter, Will? What, are you a little dopey today? What? Why are you so dopey? What happened?
You're admitting to dopiness?
I didn't hear you call for him.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
How you doing, Craig?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Yeah. See, that's Craig's real voice. Very rarely will I have him do that.
That's right. We're talking to Craig today.
They always keep me out of my real voice, but it's great to be here, man.
I forget all the impressions he does. That's why he's
One of my favorites was Tracy Morgan. You guys finally had him in since the last time I was in. Did I tell you that guy is a fucking nut?
Yeah.
That guy's crazy.
Do you do a good Tracy Morgan?
Yeah, I've always...
That's
just
why we had him in.
From the stories of seeing
What's with
him...
your beard, by the way? What is that?
It's a very funny facial hair thing.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what it is.
Dude, it's not looking good. It looks rather satanic. It's like, it's a beard, but it's like...
He's got the too dark black hair, the satanic beard.
Yeah, I don't even know how to...
The Anton Levy beard.
You dye your hair black, right?
Yeah.
And now
I started
beard,
getting gray when I was 13.
Yeah, and the beard is dyed black.
A little bit, yeah.
And it's just...
A little.
Everything's way too black and evil looking. It's not a good look.
Yeah, it's always good to come
Do women say they like it?
You know what? Actually, my girlfriend actually says she doesn't.
You
like
have
it.
a girlfriend?
Yeah, I got
you
a
settled
girlfriend.
on one girl?
Yeah. A really nice girl, actually.
This guy was
How'd
banging.
you get a nice
This
girl?
guy was, I don't know how nice she could be if you're getting her. But no, he for a while, Craig would bang every chick associated with our show if he could get his hands on her. You even had that one-legged girl, the Miss Amputee, right?
One-arm girl.
Oh, she has no arm.
One arm, right?
Yeah, it was funny because the day that she was on talking about the relationship, I got a call from, I got a text message from Iris John. Then I saw my phone ringing from Bob Levy. I was in Detroit or Minneapolis, and I knew something was wrong. I knew something was wrong. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Bob Levy's calling
And
me.
everybody's texting and calling.
Yeah, and the message from Bob Levy is like, "Hey, it's Bob Levy. There's a one-armed girl throwing you under the bus. Is that possible? How does a one-armed girl throw anyone under the bus?"
She picked you up and threw you under the bus.
Yeah, and
I kind of remember, like, she was on and she was saying Craig was an asshole.
Right.
I don't even remember. Oh, yeah, she said that Craig would sit there listening to the radio, waiting for himself to be mentioned, and he would shush. He would shush her every time she tried to speak. Shh, shh. How did you end up banging her?
It wasn't quite like that. I met her at a show.
By the way, say hello to George Takei.
Hey, George, how are you?
How
Finally
are
get to sit in with you.
Do you do a George Takei impression?
I guess it wouldn't be that hard to go, oh my.
Oh
and,
my.
and everyone
That's
loves
so
it. It's such a rich voice.
Do you do William Shatner? Do you do?
I never. A lot of people do William Shatner, so I always avoided it.
Usually it was Scotty of the Tart.
Yeah, wait, here is George Takei to do his impression of William Shatner. Go ahead.
Oh, I love George Takei. What is that? What is it? Who is that? All you have to do.
Are you familiar with Craig Gass's work, George?
No, I'm afraid I.
Would you like to hear him do Sam Kinison, which I think is his best?
I would love
do you remember Sam Kinison and what he sounded like?
Yes.
You do. All right. Then close your eyes, George, and see if you can imagine him here in the room.
I do the voice of Sam Kinison, and it's a voice a lot of people remember. Back in the day on this show, you go, wait a second. I thought this guy was dead! Oh!
It's like he's here, isn't it?
I had to peek.
You had to
make sure.
You thought he was really
They
here.
didn't sneak Sam in.
That's impressive, isn't it?
It is very impressive. What else? Who else do you do?
That's it. No, you do.
Tracy Morgan, who I love. Tracy Morgan, he's crazy. I'm a Jedi. I am a Jedi. I'm from Dagobah. I'm personal friends with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yes, that's crazy.
That is good.
Al Pacino. I prank phone called Al Pacino this week.
Why?
I did my first televised roast. We roasted Gene Simmons out in L.A. Phenomenal roast. It was.
Well, you do Gene Simmons of Kiss. Are you familiar with his voice?
Yes,
George?
I am.
You are. All right. Here, close your eyes again and listen to Gene Simmons.
Now, when you hear this voice of Gene Simmons from Kiss, and you tell me I'm going to be roasted, well, as you can imagine, I really flipped my wig, if you know what I'm saying.
All right. So what George is saying by that embarrassing laugh is he liked your Sam Kinison bit. Is that right?
I did.
Someone associated with Gene.
You're embarrassed by my laugh, are you?
No, not at all.
Well, that's what you said.
No, I was saying I could tell that you weren't as comfortable with that impression.
It was a laugh of
wait, win him back. Do your Al Pacino. Wait.
This is the Al Pacino. You know what? I got to tell you the story. We made a prank phone call. Someone knew Al Pacino, called him up and said, Al, there's somebody here who wants to talk to you. Says he's a friend of yours. And I go, hi, Al. It's Hal Pacino with an H. I am your long-lost brother. I've been roaming the streets looking for you, and I need you to pick up the phone and call your fucking brother!
Bravo. Did you actually do that?
Yeah, we prank called him.
And what did he say?
What did he say? Yeah.
We left it on his voicemail. We left it on his voicemail. I actually heard a phenomenal story about Al Pacino when I worked with Alec Baldwin on the show Las Vegas. He told me a story about how Al Pacino almost beat his ass. And that apparently Alec Baldwin was in a play about Al Pacino's life that opened on September 11th.
Right.
They only did one performance of the show. And Alec starts hearing to the grapevine that Al Pacino is pissed at you because this play was written by a close friend of Al's, and he revealed a bunch of personal stuff that Pacino didn't want people to know about. So Alec Baldwin says, I'm hearing to the grapevine that Pacino wants to kick my ass. And he says, so one day I'm in my apartment building, the elevator door opens to my elevator in my apartment building, and who's in the elevator but Al Pacino, Beverly D'Angelo, and a real estate broker. They're looking for an apartment in my building. And he said as soon as the elevator door opened up, the Pacino looked and went, oh, fuck. Here we go. Beverly D'Angelo, completely clueless, gets off the elevator and goes, Alec! Oh, my God, it's Alec! We were just talking about you. We're saying you're so political. You should run for office or something. So were we saying that, Al? Were we saying that? And he said the whole time Pacino's looking, going, who, him? Yeah, this guy. You do anything you want, don't you, Alec? You do anything you fucking want. And Beverly D'Angelo and the real estate broker are going walk down the hall, and Pacino eyeballs him as he walks by, and Alec goes, Al, can I talk to you for a second? And he says, what, you got something you want to say to me? What do you got to say to me, Alec? And he goes, listen, I know you know about the play. And he goes, play? You were in a play. Tell me about this fucking play. I'm dying to hear about it. And he said, I know you know about the play, and I just want to tell you three things. Number one, I only agreed to do the show for 2 weeks. Secondly, I wasn't going to do it in your backyard. I only agreed to do it in New York City. And thirdly, and this is the truth, I've never had more fun in my life than I did playing you. And that's the truth.
And he said, Pacino looked at him and said, Alec, how in the fuck can you have fun being me? I implore you, show me the way, because I'm fucking miserable. I'm miserable. Is that not the greatest story? I love that
well
story.
Said, well said.
That is great.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Now, George,
Bravo.
you have to be impressed with the rapid fire going
Voice
back
changing. He did Beverly D'Angelo,
Alec Baldwin,
Alec Baldwin, and Al Pacino.
You
I
have to
don't
be.
know why he didn't do the real estate agent.
She sounds like this.
The roast.
Did you have sex with Jessica Hahn?
No, never had sex with Jessica Hahn.
Jessica, why are you claiming you had sex with Craig?
Greg, don't you want to tell him when you were doing, remember you were doing Sam Kinison, and you don't want to tell him about that night?
Well, there was one time when I bent her over and I said, I'm going to fuck you, then I'm going to shit on the floor. Oh!
Why did you have sex with Sam Kinison, or Craig is Sam Kinison? That would at least bring back
I
old
think
times.
she's saying that's what she
Well,
did.
we were just like, remember, we were just at the Comedy Store after hours, and we were having drinks, and we just got into it, remember?
Craig, you got into it with Jessica Hahn?
I wish I had.
Wow.
I never even met her.
Jessica, why are you...
God, you should have played along, you idiot.
You're doing the Howard Stern
Sam,
show.
when you had sex with
Yeah.
Jessica,
Yeah.
you did not like the fact that she revealed that you shit the bed and lost control of your bowel.
I think it was the falling asleep inside of her.
Yeah, I think that's it's always nice. You always want to be praised. You always want people to go, man, he's the best lover I ever had. The last thing you want to do is turn on your radio and go, God, he shit the bed.
He was sleeping. He was a great lover.
Wait, Tracy Morgan. Jessica, thank you. Tracy Morgan's on the phone. He's upset. He does not like the way you do his voice. Tracy, go ahead.
Hey.
Hey.
Yes, you're an asshole.
You think Craig is an asshole?
Yeah.
Why?
Bitch.
Bitch.
Oh.
Because you
Let
don't...
me make a phone call to Marcy Projects, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's true.
Man.
Tracy, go ahead and say what you have to say to Craig.
Sign me a check, motherfucker. I'll walk away.
Yeah, I'm all about assholes and toes.
So you want to be paid, in other words.
Fucked up I am in the head.
Yeah, you are a little bit fucked up today. What's going on?
Grew up right across the street from Jay-Z.
Oh, yeah?
I know, yes. He grew up across the street from Jay-Z.
That's right,
know
in the
that.
hood. That's crazy.
All right. Listen, so...
So the Miss
Craig.
Amputee thing.
Oh, yeah. Getting back to that.
The
Craig
Miss
Gass, by the way, for more info, go to myspace.com/Craig Gass.
Oh, and there's a picture that I put on there.
Have you banging Miss Amputee?
No, from the roast. Steve-O showed up to be a part of the roast. He was so lit by the time we started rolling tape.
This was the roast of Gene Simmons.
Of Gene Simmons this week. It was Jeff Ross, me, Lisa Lampanelli, Jim
What did
Norton.
you do? Did you go up as Gene Simmons? Did you dress up as Gene Simmons?
No, I went up and I did like maybe 5 minutes of jokes about Kiss, about him, about some of the other roasters, and
What
then
do you say about Gene Simmons that would insult him? I mean, at this
you know
point.
what? I don't know how much they're going to show.
Can he be insulted?
I don't know how much they're going to show on the roast, but at one point I said something about, you have the most hair I've ever seen on a bald guy. And he was laughing. And then I just blurted out, what the fuck is on your head? I don't know. I said something about Gene claims.
Gene what?
Gene claims to have slept with almost 4,280 women and never wrote a song about it because nothing rhymes with gonorrhea. Lisa Lampanelli killed. Jeff Ross told a true story. About how he said, I was your #1 fan. I worship Kiss. I bought all the albums. I dressed up like you every year for Halloween. I idolized you. And then I met you. Gene, you're such an asshole that even your asshole had to change its name to Murray.
But what did you say? Did you give him did you push him really hard beside the hair?
I did. I talked about the band. I made fun of his hair.
Did you talk about how many things he sells?
And I said the whole thing about how funny they are in interviews and how ridiculous they are, and something about Gilbert Gottfried should join the band Kiss, and in the middle of all these great quotes where you hear Paul Stanley saying, you know, the great thing about being in Kiss is it's a lot like being in the Beatles. Yes, except your songs suck, or something like that. And
when did you start doing Gilbert? I didn't even know.
It was just from the stories.
That's funny.
There was actually a roast story that I asked you if I could tell on the air when you were back at K-Rock, and you looked at me and you said, are you out of your fucking mind? I thought I could edit this story.
What was the roast story?
The roast story is my first roast I ever did, the Friars Club. We roasted Richard Belzer. And Gilbert Gottfried was invited to be at the roast, but to sit on the dais. He wasn't supposed
not to get up and speak.
Not to roast. And when he got there, they said, thanks for coming down. By the way, we're going to put you on after Christopher Walken. And he had no material, which for a roast
What does Christopher Walken sound like at a roast?
He says, I'll tell you, I see George Takei here. What do you call a fat Chinese guy? A chunk. Pow! That's a great joke. I don't know.
I gotta say, I'm not Chinese. Doesn't matter.
Well, it was for the joke.
Right.
And so Gilbert comes down. He gets tricked into doing the roast. He's got no material plan. So there's two other guys, Jim Norton and Rich Voss, trying to give him material. And I said, Gilbert, why don't you just go on stage and just be irrelevant? That'd be hilarious coming from you.
You mean irreverent?
Yeah,
Not
irrelevant. Don't make any
Oh,
sense of it. And he said, I think you're right. And he goes out on stage, and you can hear him walking to the microphone. You can hear him apologizing to Richard Belzer on the microphone. He said, I'm sorry. I'll do the best I can. So, just insert the name Richard Belzer wherever you'd like. And he just did 5 minutes of child rape jokes. Nobody was laughing. There's audible gasp.
What is a child rape joke?
Well,
Like, what
he's
would he
like,
say?
how do you get a pedophile to,
Do it in the Gilbert voice.
So, how do you get a I can't remember any of the jokes. I just remember the final joke was he said, and after nobody's laughing, but you can hear audible gasps coming out of the audience, he goes, so how do you get a faggot to fuck a woman? You stuffer cunt full of shit. God bless you. And he actually got a standing ovation for that. I remember coming to you the next Monday and I said, man, I went to this roast and Gilbert came out and he said, how do you get a faggot to stuffer, you stuffer cunt full of shit? And I can probably edit it. Can I tell the story? And you looked at me and said, are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah, how do you edit that so it's not what it is?
So get back to Miss Howard Stern.
Miss Amputee.
Miss Amputee.
How do you end up with her?
We met at an event. We started talking. She's a really nice girl, and we started hanging out. And I told her, I said, we probably should keep this on the down low because we're going to get goofed on forever. But
She's a pretty girl.
She's beautiful.
But is that the
She's
first
appeared
time
in Playboy.
Were you ever with someone with one arm?
Yeah.
And was it
Now,
weird?
she didn't keep the arm on in bed, right?
It's kind of weird. Like, I don't want to say anything disparaging, but it was weird. It was weird. I mean, I got to imagine it has to be what it's like for a girl to fuck Carrot Top. There's props on the bed. There's just an arm, a plastic arm on the bed.
Does that maybe turn you off a little bit when you just see an arm laying on the bed?
It throws you off.
I see.
And I'm so ADD that I can lose everything very quickly.
But why didn't you tuck the arm underneath the bed or something like that?
She actually gave me a back rub with the half an arm.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
I'm thinking about a friend of mine, Kurt Metzger, who has this amazing joke about. He says, I dated a girl with half an arm once. She had this had like some nubs on the end instead of fingers. And it looked like if you grabbed the nubs and pulled, you could pull the rest of the arm out. Like she might have a good foot of arm still up in there. But
So is that what ended the relationship? Like you never took her out publicly because she has the
You
one
couldn't
arm?
be seen with an armless woman?
No, I had no
woman?
problem with that. I introduced her to all my friends.
Right.
I just didn't want to introduce her to like Florentine and Bob Levy and Sal and Richard, the guys I was doing shows with, because I thought, we're just going to get goofed on. So she would be at the shows, and we just kind of casually hang out, and then afterwards we'd leave together
and hook up. So this went on for some time.
It went on for some time,
Oh,
and
I didn't realize
got
it was so significant.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's like you and Jimmy, Rob.
but she was a little bit of an attention whore, which kind of bothered me at first. But
What do you mean by that?
she just loved attention. She did something. We did a show in Philadelphia, and Bob Levy, I love the guy. He has no idea that I was dating her at the time. But we did a show at the Electric Factory, and she said, I want to go and get my ass eaten out during the show.
Right.
And I said, why? And she said, because I think it'll be fun to go up on stage in front of everybody. And I said, but do you know what that's going to make you look like? And she said, no, it'll be fun. And I said, no, that's not fun at all. And she's like, oh, does that bother you? And I go, of course.
Bob Levy's eating cream out of cheese.
And I love Bob Levy. I love the man. I adore the man. But I don't want to see him eating out the girl that I'm
Dating.
Yeah. And especially with like blue cheese on her ass.
Oh, no, I don't blame you.
And she went up and she got her ass eaten out on stage. And I just,
she did. Did that end it?
No, we dated a couple times after that. Went out a couple times, but I was just really like
too freaked out.
I was too freaked out, and I started getting irritable, and then.
No, she says you were an egomaniac, though. You had to sit and listen to see if your name would be mentioned on the air.
No, it wasn't that. She was saying I was irritable listening to Sirius because I'd be listening to a great comedian. I'd say, "Wait, hold on, let me finish listening to this guy."
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, there it is. Well, listen.
Let me ask something. Were you kissed by Jeff Ross?
I saw that. You gave. I just. Saw,
but you. My question is, were you?
No, I didn't get kissed by Jeff Ross. I
He's
saw
a good
that.
kisser.
Is he really?
Yes, he
Jeff
is.
Ross kissed you, George?
On the Shatner roast. Came
talk
out of
to
the
me-
clear blue sky. I don't know what prompted him to do that.
And,
Maybe he
and
likes you.
George stuck his tongue in his mouth.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you? I thought. Did your boyfriend get angry at that? That you stuck your tongue?
Ooh, we shouldn't be
I
talking
thought the
about
same thing,
that.
George. I thought the same thing. I was wondering if Brad got, because I know Brad got sensitive about a couple things he said on the air.
So
here.
you were saying that you were at the Gene Simmons roast, and then Steve-O was there.
Steve-O shows up. He's already lit before we start rolling.
Yeah, he likes to get high.
And one or two comedians in, he walks behind the dais and pisses on the stage.
Oh, for Christ's sake, that smells.
And no one notices it. And I look over at Paul Rodriguez, I go, are you watching this? And he looks over and he goes, oh man. You know, because Steve-O's sitting with us in that end of the stage.
Surprised nobody pushed him off the stage.
Well, at least he didn't pee on your side.
The second time, he pees almost on Danny Bonaducci's back. And Danny has no idea. I flipped open my camera phone, and I took a picture of it, and it's on my MySpace page. There's a picture of Steve-O almost pissing on Danny Bonaducci. Danny has no idea, and in the corner, you can see Ralphie May smiling in the background.
But you know, if Danny had seen that, Danny would kill him.
So we said Danny, you know, and Ralphie told him, and Danny goes, what? What? And he goes, oh, no. And instead of taking matters in his own hands, he actually went to a stage manager. And one of the coolest moves I've ever seen, a guy walked over to Steve and said, hey, Steve-O, hey, you want to smoke? And he goes, fuck yeah, dude. And he goes, all right, come here, follow me. And he goes, oh, right on. They walk out, they close the door, and they wouldn't let him back in. They just they slammed the door behind him. I never saw the guy again. So when the Gene Simmons roast airs, you're going to see Steve-O sitting on the dais for the first 2-3 comedians, and then he's just not there. And he never goes on stage.
And he's pissing just on the floor?
On the floor, and then the second time when he's standing behind Danny Bonaducci, he's trying to pee in a bottle, but it's spraying everywhere. Yeah. And that's the picture I got on my MySpace.
But that's what he does. How do you get to that MySpace page? I might need to see that.
It's myspace.com/Craig Gass, Craig with a C, and Gass is Gass, 2 S's. And
I didn't know you had a coke problem.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
When was that?
Craig
when I
says
worked with you.
He says when he was with us, he was doing a lot of coke.
Really?
He claims he had a whole big problem, but now you're sober.
Yeah, I've been actually. You know what? Next Friday when I get on stage at the Comedy Underground, I'll
It'll be a whole week.
3 years.
3 years?
Did you go to rehab?
Well, it's kind of a funny story because I went to a rehab that was the wrong rehab. My insurance referred me to this rehab. I called up. I said, hey, I need some help.
Did you call up as yourself or as Al Pacino?
Listen, I got to keep this on the down low, but I love cocaine. Forget about it.
And,
we got to have you do some Al Pacino phone calls.
I would love. You'd be
Go
surprised.
back there with Sal and Richard.
You'd be surprised how many celebrities will pick up the phone for Al Pacino. I did that once.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Just as a goof.
Oh,
and
really?
Donald Trump picked up the phone directly for Al Pacino. Tom Brokaw picked up the phone directly. Jay Leno picked up the phone. Letterman almost picked up the phone. His assistant said, listen, Dave's he's in lockdown right now before his show. This is a time of day.
Yeah,
she said this is the time of day. She goes, this is the time of day you cannot bother Dave. And she said, but if you want, I can have him call you back. And I said,
I'll call back. Forget about it.
and she goes, oh, and Al, I'm sorry. I know you don't remember this, but in 1982, she goes, I had just moved to New York City. I got out of a cab on 23rd Street, and I saw you on the other side of the street, and I knew I had made the right decision, and I'd come to the right city. And I said,
Oh, well, you could have said something. Me and you could have been an item by now. You and I might be fucking. Who knows?
and she hung up the phone thing and she talked to Al Pacino.
Wow.
So what happened when you called Donald Trump? You talked to him for a while?
He picked up the phone and I said, we got, who was the guy from Fox News? There was a guy who had an exclusive with the Runaway Bride.
Yeah.
And I said, is it Anderson Cooper? Is that the guy's name?
That's CNN.
CNN. I maybe it was
Shepard Smith or
You called one of the anchormen?
I called him up and I said,
I'm fascinated about this Runaway Bride. Do you mind if I talk to you about it?
And this guy, his assistant gave me his cell phone number and said he's on a boat somewhere, but we'll give you his cell phone number. And he picks up the phone and he said, and he was a little reluctant at first when he picked up, and then after a couple minutes he said, you know what, Al, I gotta be honest with you. I thought this was going to be a joke, but man, I am such a fan of yours. I love all of your work, and I'm just curious, why would you be calling me about the Runaway Bride?
And I said, because she seems nutty. She seems like one of those ditzy whores that I'll fuck. So, can
I get her number? And then he realized it was a goof, and he asked for his permission to run the call, and he said, yeah, oh my God, you got me, and go ahead. And,
You're
and
kidding.
he was a great sport.
Well, that was
about it.
nice that he did that.
Yeah, but
Oh.
the rehab story was I called this rehab, and I said, I have a problem, and I'm answering this guy's questions really honestly, brutally honest. And the guy at the end of the intake questions goes, all right, well, I guess we're all set. And I do have one question, Craig. You're a homosexual, right? And I said, well, what? And he said, you know this is a rehab for homosexuals. And I said, no. And he goes, your insurance didn't tell you that? And I go, no, they didn't. And he said, well, we're not gay and lesbian exclusive, but we're gay and lesbian friendly. So are you a homosexual? And I said, no. And he said, do you have a problem with homosexuals? And I said, no. And he said, all right, we'll see you on Monday. And I checked into gay rehab for a couple months.
Did any guys hit on you?
Couple months.
Really?
Yeah, it was outpatient for a couple months. It was great. It was the perfect place. I mean, I was...
There's a gay rehab?
He's no longer gay or on cocaine.
Or on cocaine, yeah.
Wow.
The toughest person
Did you get
at
hit
the...
on?
No, I didn't get hit on. But everyone's incredibly sensitive. It was a perfect place to be.
That's good.
The toughest person in the rehab was this lumberjack chick from Oregon. That was,
but probably everyone assumed you're gay. I mean, that's
yeah,
part of the...
you know, it's kind of funny because they would get in these discussions about going to straight meetings. You had to go to AA or CA meetings on your own, and everyone would complain about, I hate going to straight meetings because all the guys want to talk about is pussy, pussy, pussy. I get so much pussy. And I was right there with them like, I know, I hate that too. I'm here to get help. I don't want to hear about pussy.
By the way, here's the picture from Craig's MySpace.
Oh, where?
Oh, you got it?
This is Danny Bonaducci almost getting peed on by Steve.
That's so weird.
Poor Danny must have been sitting there like smelling pee, you know?
Yeah.
That's a great picture.
Yeah,
the fact
Danny.
that you took out your cell phone and had the wherewithal to do that.
I couldn't believe it was such a great photo op. Well, I could see his piss was spraying all over the back of Danny's seat.
Chair, yeah.
And who is that laughing there in the corner?
That's Ralphie May in the corner. Oh, it's such a great moment.
That's definitely worth going on your computer and taking a look at.
Unfortunately, that won't be on the roast. It's only on
Well, who knows?
Craig's MySpace page.
You know, the funny thing about getting out of rehab is the day I got out of rehab, I got out on April 13th. I took a train cross country and moved in with Mitch Hedberg on April 16th.
Do you mean the guy who died from heroin use?
Well, I never saw any kind of hard drugs around him, but I fell off the wagon that night. Right out of rehab.
You left rehab and went to Mitch Hedberg's house?
I moved in with Mitch Hedberg down the village.
But I
on
mean,
April
he's
16th.
a guy with a problem. You don't go there.
You know what?
He's
I never saw
not
him.
going to talk you out of anything.
I would. The thing that was crazy
Mitch, I'm
about
having a problem. I feel like doing coke, and you'd be like, well, go ahead. Oh, come on. What are we waiting for?
You know, it's funny. There was one day that was kind of weird. Where
Didn't Mitch die from drugs?
Yeah. He came up to me one day. I came home and he goes, "Hey man, I'm really sorry. I saw some magazines in your bag and I'm sorry. And he kept apologizing. I go, "No, if you're reading my magazines, that's fine. I don't care." And I looked and there was the magazines and there was a rehab book in the middle of it, and so he was apologizing because I didn't tell him I'd gone to rehab. So
oh, I see.
It was this awkward moment when he realized he had found out something personal about me, and yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, that's a shame.
Yeah.
So you don't drink, you don't do anything.
I haven't. In
Craig always ends up on somebody's couch. Like remember he was living on Eddie Van Halen's couch.
Right.
Did you go to see the Van Halen concerts?
I haven't yet. I called him a couple weeks ago. I haven't talked to him in a long time, and I said, I go, Eddie, what's going on? He goes, hey, who's this? And I go, it's Craig Gass. And he goes, hey man, what's going on? And I go, nothing. What are you doing? He goes, I'm taking a shit. I'm sitting on the toilet. You want me to call you later? And he goes, hi, can I call you tomorrow? And I go, when's your next day off? I'll just call you next day off. And I never called him back again. Right. I just feel awkward calling famous people. Do you have famous people on your phone that you just like?
But you should just call him as Al Pacino. And then you'll be all right. That seems to be the answer. Well, Craig, it is great seeing you.
It's great seeing you too.
You are great.
Sorry you had a problem.
Yeah, we didn't know.
I'm better now.
Yeah,
you are. You're fantastic.
You're a fan now, George.
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
I am indeed.
Who
Very
wants
impressive.
to fuck?
You must like Star Trek, Al Pacino, right?
Oh, yeah. Huge fan of the funny years. I love the funny years.
Mr. Spock had the funny years, right?
What a cocksucker that Captain Kirk must have been to work with.
Yeah. George will tell you, Al, that you as an actor know how difficult it is to be with a scene stealer. You know what I'm saying?
As an art, you must share that screen. Share That
Call
stage.
Bill as Al Pacino. He needs that lesson.
He does. We need to school him on how
Al,
to.
you would tell him to share the screen and not be a hog.
Not being a hog and not being such a. I'll tell you, Captain Kirk, that guy, William Shatner, plays. He's typecast. Every show I see him, and he always plays the worst actor I've ever fucking seen.
Let him hear that.
It went pretty well in there. You had some really good stories, good impressions. Now,
Yeah.
the one thing, when you first went in, Howard wasn't too thrilled about your appearance.
Yeah, well, here's the thing is that it can go either way. You never know when you walk in what kind of a mood he's going to be in. And you end up just being scared. Scared and prepared for anything to happen. Because you never know. You want to prepare for the absolute worst and to have an out and then have stuff if it's going well. And luckily...
And Howard, my life in general.
You're just going to come in and hang out with the
Just
guys?
hang out. It's my favorite place to hang out. I got some presents to bring.
You come bearing gifts?
Yes.
For the holiday season?
Yeah, what good tidings we bring and all that stuff.
All right, Martina. Good luck in there.
Thanks.
Martina Navratilova, I do know this because I was pretty much a big tennis fan when Martina was playing in her prime. She has 167 career titles.
9 Wimbledon titles.
She holds the all-time record for men and women. She has the longest winning streak in tennis history with 74 matches in a row. It's pretty amazing. I would have to say...
The oldest person to ever represent anybody in the Olympics.
I would have to say I think she was the greatest female tennis player of all time. True?
I think you're right.
Yeah, who had a better
they
record?
sometimes talk about Margaret Court, and, I didn't see her play. But Martina, by far, outpaced anybody that we've seen in our lifetime.
There was one point she was so dominant that they said that she should start playing men.
I know. She got that rap. Like, the girls just couldn't beat her.
Yeah, not to sound sexist, but she's probably not even in the top 500 best players ever.
What do you mean, of men?
Yeah, because men...
you're comparing men to...
Why do you have to say something like that?
I don't know. I just like saying
She's
it.
a woman.
I don't
Beyond all that, she's been a real pioneer socially.
Well, hey, let me tell you something. Pioneer schmioneer. This is a woman that could seduce almost any straight woman and turn her gay.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Do you know that for a fact?
Yeah, and Martina will tell you.
Really?
I think she will, yes.
If you're a lipstick lesbian, she's got to be your ultimate...
Let's get her in here already. Don't make me
Why
wait.
a lipstick lesbian?
Unless she's in the bathroom. Get her in here already.
Because Martina seems like she's
She
probably...
likes a feminine girl?
Yeah, and she's world famous, athlete.
She can't be just seen with anybody? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Let me handle this, but I think you'll see that I'm truthful when I say this.
What? That she could do that?
She could do it and has done it.
Well, as a guy who's a sports fan, it is a big deal to meet someone like her, absolutely.
She's probably out there turning Lisa G right now. That's right. Hi, Martina. Great honor to have you with us again.
Because I didn't my ID.
Oh, they wouldn't let you up.
got stopped
They
at the
said,
door?
"What's your downstairs?" I have to send an
Did you
escort.
tell
We
them?
waited.
Carded.
Did you
And
tell
they
them
said-
that you were the great Martina Navratilova and you shouldn't have to wait?
The girl said, "What's your name?" I said, "Martina Navratilova." So I waited for, and she said, "What's your name again?"
Oh,
dear.
That's the worst.
You better get back out there on the court.
Yeah, you better start practicing.
I know.
Well, let me introduce you to
But I
George
don't-
Takei, of course.
Hello, how are you?
George used to be on Star Trek. I don't know if you know that.
I do know that, of
Yes,
course.
and
I
now
watch
he-
Star Trek. I learn English on Star Trek.
And now he is
Those- I
the.
love Lucy and Star Trek. Those were the shows.
And now he is on Heroes. I don't know if you know that. Are you familiar with the show?
I've been
Heroes?
watching Heroes, and I missed the first couple of episodes this season, so I'm going to get it on my iPod again, which is
Yes,
what I did before.
George is.
You'll be shocked when you see it.
It's been a good season.
Great
yes.
show.
Tennis-wise, I just reminded everyone that you are the greatest female tennis player of all time. And I'm not saying it as a stroke because you come in here and Steffi Graf doesn't. I'm saying it. I'm
Steffi
saying
doesn't
it,
know what she's missing.
well, I'm saying it because it's true. I mean, no one held more titles than you. No one has the amount of Grand Slams that you had. And I don't know. Do you know what a Grand Slam is, George?
No, I don't. I'm not a
It's not a Saturday night.
There
I
are
am a
Grand
bar.
Slam. Hold it, Howard. There are Grand Slam tournaments, but the Grand Slam is winning all
Wimbledon,
four, right,
all
in
that,
one year.
all that
Well,
stuff.
Steffi did that also.
Yeah.
We're sort of, head to head, we're pretty close. But
Well, you're better
Steffi
than
says
her.
I'm the greatest, so who am I to argue?
Yeah, George thought it was 4 guys banging you.
No, that's
George
not
points out
likely, yeah.
that you socially have done more for gay rights too, because you were never closeted. You were always out front. You even put your money where your mouth is. You dare we say, lost maybe $12 million in endorsement deals because you were out. And that's great. And I said to Robin, your greatest accomplishment, off court now, off court,
Here you go.
was that you could turn any woman, a straight woman, gay. And I want to get into that a
You
little
used
bit.
to give toasters for that, but I don't have one.
Never got anything. Now, I know you've been with the same woman 7 years and all of that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about pre this woman. I'm talking about your lifespan as a gay woman.
Yeah.
Tremendous accomplishments. I mean, the one that comes to mind is this when you dated this Judy Nelson chick.
Yeah, she was on your show, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, she was a big fan.
Yeah.
Evidently. I don't even remember when she came on. But
I vaguely remember it because she was with Rita Mae Brown when she came and did our show.
But this is what amazed me. This woman was a married woman. Beauty queen. She was a former beauty queen. Straight woman.
Very.
La-da-da-da-da. I want to go see Martina Navratilova play. After all, I'm a fan. Blah, 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 blah. She goes over. 2 seconds later, she watches you play, and she's gay. She dumps her husband and runs off with you.
That true?
I know. Well,
2 seconds?
Well, she pursued me. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Gorgeous.
I don't know what
So
I
then,
had.
Martina, you didn't
I was
turn
pretty cute
anybody
back then.
anything. She pursued you.
She was. I was like shocked. Yeah. She went out. She came after me. So
How did
it's
she
like, okay.
find you? How does one get even close to you?
Her sons were ball kids at the tournament that we were playing. So she was involved with the tournament. She did play tennis and all that. So it was.
Oh, so her kids were ball kids, the ones that chased the ball. That's the greatest. I would love to play one game where someone chased the ball for me.
I know. You didn't have to retrieve your own ball.
That's why I love not retrieving the ball. And I'm always the asshole that retrieves the ball.
I wanted to be the ball girl for Rod Laver when he played in Prague back in the 60s, but they only had boys. They didn't have girls. And
How unfair.
So that was right there already. There is some sexism going on, and even in a communist country. Go
But
figure.
stay with me, and I hope I'm not prying. But actually, I am prying. But
Yeah, come on.
Well, that's what you make your big bucks for, prying.
Martina, I am so. I was so in awe of this. That in other words, so the woman meets you. Do you know right off the bat that this woman wants you? Does she give you an indication that she wants you immediately, or do you? I mean, what is the move that a married woman becomes gay, moves in with you, dumps the husband, the whole thing?
I don't know. We went out for lunch, and that was that.
You went out for lunch.
Yeah.
You were attracted to her right away.
Well, she's beautiful.
True.
Yeah.
But you knew she was married, she had kids
Yeah,
and all
so
that.
I thought, okay, we just had lunch. I mean, I certainly didn't think anything was.
Well, did she say something?
Did you ask her out to lunch, or did she ask you to lunch?
No, I think she asked me.
She asked you.
Yeah, if I can remember, it was this is like 20 years ago.
Understood. But wait a second, this is amazing
23
stuff.
years ago.
All right.
Yeah. Wow.
Oi.
I don't remember this.
Oy vey.
I read about this.
She says to you, Martina Navratilova, I love watching you play. You're wonderful. I want to take you to lunch. There's a signal implied there when she says, I want to take you to
Is
lunch,
there?
right? Is there not in your mind?
Well, I didn't go on dates, so I didn't know. I really was kind of naive, and not that I wouldn't have gone anyway, but I didn't know. I mean, I don't think it was a surprise to both of us, actually.
So you're sitting at lunch, and she's saying, oh, I'm a big fan of yours, and whatever. There's a connection immediately?
Well, there was, yeah, obviously.
You looked at her, and then 2 seconds after lunch, do the two of you decide we
Did
must
she
make
ever
love?
go home again?
I mean, because she never.
I don't really want to go there. It was a bit awkward there. I mean, but it did happen
very
pretty fast.
awkward.
It happened pretty fast.
It happened fast.
Yeah.
So
but she had problems with her marriage before. The husband walked out on her, and then he came back, and blah, blah, blah.
But had she ever made love to a woman prior to you? No.
No.
So whatever it is you do in the sack.
I do it well.
I mean, my God. I mean,
but she didn't know that ahead of time, did she?
No, she did not. But listen, look, you're an attractive woman. I understand what you're saying. Martina,
yes, Howard.
This is an amazing accomplishment. Forget tennis.
You would like
Forget
to have
tennis.
this effect on women.
I would
wouldn't you?
love to be able to do this.
Well, you're a sexy guy. It's the
No.
personality. It's not the look. It's the
You think
whole
I could
persona.
turn you? Do you think I could turn you straight? Maybe I'm.
I don't know about straight, but yeah, we could have gotten it on. I'm sure.
Have you been with men?
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
My first boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah,
but
but
it's not physical. Physically, I can certainly. I'm attracted
Wait
to
a second.
guys, but it's emotional. That's the thing. It's
How old were you when you were
the
with a man?
choice is who you have sex with.
How
but
old
the choice
were
is
you?
not who you fall in love with.
How old were you when you were with a man?
17.
17.
Yeah.
And you were able to
18.
get aroused for a man?
Yes.
Fully?
Yeah.
Well,
The guy-
you
did he-
know, it's
As
not
in-
the same as with a guy.
Hold it. It didn't
Well,
take. It
it's
didn't
physical.
take.
That's what I mean, Howard.
it didn't-
Physically, I can get it on with a guy. It's emotionally that I haven't been able to get it on with a guy.
Since
It's
you were
who fall in
17,
love with.
since you're 17, though, you haven't made it with a man. Or have you?
I don't know, Martin. You can't look
maybe
at me.
not. That's
Have
for me
you
to
been,
know,
had,
for you to
have you
find out.
have you had a man since you're 17? And the answer is no.
Yes.
You have.
Oh, that's a revelation.
Why did you try? Why did you
no,
try
I'm
it
not
again?
telling. No, I didn't. I'm kidding.
You didn't?
No,
Real-
I'm
seriously?
kidding.
You
Serious.
really didn't?
Seriously,
So
I
you only tried a man once.
Well, not. Jeez. Read my book. That's all in there.
But wait, did you throw up after you had sex with a man? I mean, was
Come
it
on,
gross, bald, penis, the whole thing, the smell?
No.
Were you thinking about a woman the whole time you were with a man?
I didn't figure it out at that point. I was a little bit, I was a little later than that.
If a chick throwing up afterwards is a sign, I think I've had sex with a lot of future lesbians.
Only gay women, right?
Martina.
You know, what she's talking about is really normal. It happens that way with all gay people.
I know you've made love to women.
I have.
Yeah, and and you say you successfully completed the act.
I have.
You said
yeah.
you loved a woman.
Well, yeah,
You
I
even had
had
an
a
emotional
long
connection.
relationship with a woman as well. You know, it's what makes you. I think you'll agree with me, Martina. It's what you feel emotionally to the other person.
Well, that's
right?
exactly right.
But
The
I'm curious.
Choice is, again, who you have sex with, but not who you fall in love with.
Okay,
That's what you cannot choose.
Understood. But
Yeah.
I'm curious about something. My friend made love to a woman who came out later that she was hardcore lesbian, married another woman, had a kid with a woman, the whole thing. He describes having sex with her, and he didn't know she was gay at the time. We were much younger. And he said to me, he showed me his penis afterwards. It was black and blue. That, in other words, he could not get inside of her because she was very, very dry. The question I'm putting out there, Martina, were you dry? And were you able to enjoy having sex with a man?
Oh, my God.
I never had complaints, let's put it that way,
Never.
from either sex.
Maybe I should make love to you. Maybe you would. Maybe it would be an interesting story if we tried.
That would be quite a story, but I am very monogamous. But you know what?
You are.
Yeah,
All right.
7 years ago, but it's a little late now.
What if
and
I
I don't
went-
think Beth would be very thrilled about
Beth
that
wouldn't
either.
mind if I was with you. She would be honored.
She'd
believe
make an
me.
exception.
Would you be in the room too? Now we're getting somewhere.
Wow. Oh, great. You know what? I'm not bringing Beth anywhere near you. with your track record. Honestly, I don't need you going to lunch with her. Crying out loud.
You'll
I don't-
become the third
How about
wheel
dinner?
Mike Quick.
You know what, Martina? Promise me you'll never seduce her because I would be so embarrassed that I don't want to lose my woman to a woman. You know what I mean?
It
Well, you
wouldn't
don't wanna
even
lose her,
matter
period, I
that it
think.
was
No.
Martina, a legend. You know, you could take that.
I don't need that ridicule. You know, was it Pete Sampras you made love to?
Oh,
I'm curious. Never him, right?
No.
Never
Pete,
attracted him?
Pete is like 10 years younger than I am. I don't
Well,
know if
so
he
what?
likes older women that
Who
much.
cares? All right, get back to this with me for a
Yeah,
second.
all right.
All right,
With you.
please stay
Okay.
with me.
I'm with you.
And by the way, Martina Navratilova, I don't know if you know this, is the AARP's new health and fitness ambassador. That's the retired
that
folks.
old folks group.
Yeah, and I'm one of them. 50 year and over, you get the card. But it's about being healthy and fit at any age. And I sort of defied the age when I was playing. Winning at 50 and playing against 20-year-olds. So, people when they're 70 years old, they can be doing things that 40-year-olds are doing. That's
Let me
all
tell you
it's
about that AARP. They sent me
Yeah,
that.
they could stop sending me those little cards.
They sent me that card. I was so pissed.
I was too.
Yeah, you're a member. I mean, you're
I know.
eligible to be a member. Let's put it that way.
Right. But if you need more information, you can go to aarpfitness.com. And Martina's heavily involved with them. And she's a health and fitness ambassador. And who better than her?
I have to
Who
tell
better?
you,
Hear,
her
hear.
book is an amazing guide to regaining your health and changing your diet and having the incentive, the mental incentive. Artie, I was going to recommend your book to.
He's listening.
What can
He
you
is
do for
amazing.
Artie, Martina? If you're a health ambassador, I mean, look at the guy. He needs some help. He's
I would
desperate.
make him play basketball every day. You like to play ball, right?
I do like playing
So
basketball,
you
yeah.
just have to
Make
get
it
you on
fun.
the court, make it fun. That's what I don't like to be on the treadmill. I want to play a game. I want
But
to
at
make
this
it fun.
point, I used to play in a regular game, but I got so
obese.
Well, I just wasn't a good teammate, and the other guys would get annoyed. So, I mean, you'd have to pay the other guys to pretend they're interested in the game. I have a deadly outside shot. Deadly.
Artie, what about you playing basketball every day for an hour?
Well, I tried. I gotta ease up into. I gotta drop about 25, 30 pounds before I'm able to do that.
Now, Artie, you can't wait.
No,
You've
just
got to start
play.
doing something
Yeah,
now.
you got to
Look at-
break the cycle.
He's even
Yeah.
sweating now, Martina. He's gotten very
Sitting
heavy.
up is making him sweat.
Well, tell the colored kids by my house to let me in the game.
They don't like you.
They're all like,
You're slowing them down.
By the way, Artie, describe to Martina what you ate this morning. He had buttered bagel, Hawaiian punch,
and a caramel macchiato.
and a caramel macchiato.
Yeah, no, there's a combo. That's
you
a combo
imagine?
meal that I would not put
Is there
together.
anything wrong with what he's eating?
And chocolate chip cookies.
A bag of chocolate chip cookies, but the good thing is it's a day where we had Richard in here naked, so I can't eat anymore.
Martina, what's a good healthy
Were they
breakfast?
organic? That's what I want to know.
What's a good healthy breakfast for a guy like Artie? Guy's obese, he's getting a little too heavy.
And for him not to feel deprived,
Right.
because he does. He feels terribly deprived if he can't have these yummy foods.
Well, should I read to Martina my problems in descending order?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Now, this is from a new article in Playboy magazine. They did a big write-up on Artie, a big article.
Yeah.
And the guy lists the top 5 problems with Artie. Now, listen to this before you make your diagnosis. Go ahead.
Lang's got problems, big ones. They are in descending order of immediacy. 1, gross obesity, attained through eating everything but most notably cupcakes, devil dogs, pasta, and Hawaiian punch. He's put on a good 100 pounds in the past year. 2, alcoholism by means of Jack Daniels and Patron. 3, heroin. 4, cocaine, preferably snorted off the bosom of a Vegas hooker.
Oh, dear.
And
How's that sound?
5, loneliness. Lang shares a 2-bedroom apartment in New Jersey with a plasma screen TV.
All right, Martina, that's a case.
Yeah, fix this.
As an fitness ambassador, does that one stump you? It probably does.
It's kind of hard to get started, but that's the thing. It's people don't know where to get started. So I would get him a dog and just make him walk around the block.
Oh, dog.
He can't do that. He
hates
hates dogs.
He hates dogs. That's not good.
I hate dogs.
What
Dogs
do
and
you
children.
like? What do you like to do?
I said, well, you touched
Basketball.
on something with basketball. I used to play in a softball league, but I was able to gain weight somehow playing softball.
Drinking beer
Yeah,
between
right.
innings.
Right.
We had one
Patron
league.
and heroin.
We had a league that I played in. This is actually the truth. One of the leagues I played in before it got shut down by the town because it just became insanity. Every base was a quarter keg of beer, and you had a cup in your back pocket. If you got a base, you filled
he's a
up.
tough case.
He's a tough case.
But I've had other
gotta bring-
doctors have suggested, and do you think there's anything to this of just killing myself?
No.
No, absolutely
it.
not.
Come on, stop that. That's not funny. Martina doesn't like those kind of jokes.
Well, it's at my
You're
own
depressing
expense.
us all.
That's right. You're bringing Martina down, and she's an upbeat person. All right, you got to get back to this to me. Explain to me. So you and a married woman go to lunch.
Yeah.
She hangs out with you. Girl talk. Does the talk get romantic right away?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
No, but she kept looking at me. You know,
Staring.
it's that eyeball
Right.
connection. I'm like, what is, I was like,
And you're
what's
probably like,
going on here?
This is
I thought you were
confusing.
married. Yeah, I was.
Right. And then where do you go? Do you go back to your place right away, or do you start calling? I mean, is there a long courtship, or is it almost immediate that the two of you have to have each
Well,
other?
it was, no, it wasn't that immediate, but it happened within a few weeks, all of it. You sort of hang out again, and then it progresses.
Were you afraid the husband would come after you?
No.
You weren't.
No.
See, girls can get away with that.
Yeah, but you know what? I always wondered, because you came, that was a very public relationship. And it was so controversial, because she was getting out of a marriage.
Not proud of that.
Yeah,
Not proud of that.
That
But,
was a tough, because it came onto the court.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't proud of that, how it happened, because you really need to get out of a relationship before you start another one. But
I was
hopefully that
proud of
happens.
it.
I mean, it happened
It certainly
so
made
fast.
the game
that-
interesting.
I was proud of it. I got to tell you something. That blew me away.
That was a good relationship while it lasted.
3 years.
No, 7.
7 years with her?
Yeah.
She was hot.
Yes, she still is probably, though I haven't seen her for about 15
But what drove me crazy is she hit you up for dough.
Yeah, well, that seems to be the case. A lot of times it's whoever leaves the relationship needs to pay for the fact that they're getting out. And it's like, was it that bad being with me? But
Were you angry about that? I would have been. I mean, you lived with her for 7 years. You probably gave her, gifts,
we had a
lifestyle.
good lifestyle, yeah.
Good lifestyle. But is she entitled to any of your money because you dated her for 7 years?
Well, it wouldn't be different because it's gay or straight. But the thing is that I was making all that money before she came into my life. I was #1 player in the world when we
Right.
got together. I was still #1 when she left.
Yes.
Now you're
when we
thinking like
split
a
up.
dude.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, I certainly offered her a good settlement, but she wanted more because she said she did everything but hit the tennis ball. A minor detail there. They're hitting the tennis ball
Is the major
a lot
thing.
of people can do what she was doing, but not very many people obviously can do what I was doing.
You see how girls are?
But it's, I think
Yeah,
every
these broads,
case is
am I right?
individual. Every case is individual.
I
And
felt bad
it's
for
hard
you.
to paint it with a broad brush.
I felt bad for you because, like, I feel bad for a guy. I'm not saying a woman isn't entitled to something in a marriage or this stuff, but you weren't even married. You were dating. You were.
Well, they were living together.
It would have been the
Right.
same. Had we been straight, had we been able to get married, then we would have. That would
Fine.
have been my first marriage, and this one would be my second.
And you would have had a prenuptial
finally got it
agreement,
right.
probably.
I sort of feel funny about those because I really wouldn't ask my mate to do that. Because
You wouldn't?
No, I wouldn't. No, it's like I know. Maybe I'm still naive, but I wouldn't.
You're
do that.
naive.
Yeah, I know.
You're absolutely. Listen, you've been in other. Not all of your relationships have gone smoothly. I mean, you have a nice time for. The one before Judy was Rita Mae Brown, and she shot at you with a gun.
Well,
You drive these women crazy.
Yeah.
You know what it is? These women don't want to give you up, do they? They're in love with you.
They like. I think they like the lifestyle. It's a
No.
fun lifestyle. It could be me. I don't know.
Wait,
I don't know.
while you are a
don't talk
good-looking
yourself
woman,
down. Yeah.
your tongue leads to violence. I don't know
And
what
it's
you
not
do.
even pierced either.
You know what it reminds me of is Michael Jordan's wife now just broke the record.
But wait a
Got
second.
168 million, and that's a record, and people say she deserved it. And much like you, Martina, he's an athlete. I didn't see her. She wasn't the one hitting the shot
She did
against
everything
Georgetown in 1982.
But make those baskets.
I never saw her on the court
Wait a
once.
second. Wait a second. So how long were you with Rita Mae? 1981, I'm taking.
Year.
A year.
Yeah.
Hot
Oh, that
chick,
was a
right?
short, sweet relationship, huh?
Thank God. Hot chick?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
Good looking?
Yeah. Nice looking woman. Yeah.
She took a shot at you with a
Yeah,
gun?
she was mad.
What was she so angry
She
about?
was mad. I'm definitely not gonna go there.
Why? Is it bad to go there?
No. I mean, it was very personal. I didn't take it out into the public, so I really would rather not talk about that.
Why didn't you take it to the public?
Well, because it really was just something that doesn't need to be talked about. Maybe one day I will tell my side of the story.
Oh
but,
man, this sounds good.
I know it's good. I'm saving it for my next biography.
Were you
Howard.
cheating on her?
Yeah, well, maybe.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
So she got pissed.
She was very pissed.
You were in your car. You start to drive away, and she
Yeah.
shoots at you?
Yeah. But she said she didn't really shoot at me. She just shot to warn me, but the bullet came about 10 inches by my face.
Some warning.
Oh, my
That
God.
was a close call, yeah.
What is it like when a bullet just misses you?
It wasn't pretty.
Did you
Yeah.
shake? Did you cry?
I got the hell out of there. And then I cried later.
Did you call the cops?
No.
Why?
Well, because nothing happened.
Hold it. If somebody shot at me, I'm calling the cops because they could do it again.
They could shoot at somebody else, even, in their
She
anger.
was in
whatever.
shock. She was in shock. It was.
Yeah.
It was.
You're
Where
very
did-
understanding.
Where did she get the gun?
That I don't know. It's a free country. You can buy a
You
gun
can buy a gun
anywhere.
anywhere.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
didn't know her to be a gun owner.
Well, I didn't know that she would want to use it.
How did this come out in the papers and stuff? How did
It
people?
didn't. It didn't. It was actually somebody else that I think wrote about it, and then it came. I didn't write about
You
it.
never would have gone public with it.
No, it's just too private.
You got to take
something
a
so-
page out of the great Sean Connery's book and give these women the backhand. That's
Oh,
what the
stop
problem
it.
is. Yeah, I mean, that's what they need.
Just be quiet.
I don't know,
Artie, come on.
She's a
Artie.
woman too, though. What's wrong with that?
Oh, shut up.
She
come on.
can't
You're
beat
being
up another
You're being
broad?
silly.
That's
You're being silly.
ridiculous.
That's
No violence in
ridiculous.
relationships.
This woman shot at her.
But wait a second. Hold it.
So
Hold it.
should I just whip you up?
Yes, beat him up.
Yeah, beat
Guys
him.
beat women because they can get away with it because they're stronger physically.
they
That's
should not do
bullshit.
it.
Never do that in a million years, but another woman?
Artie,
I mean,
Artie,
come on.
it's not the right answer.
Artie.
All right, Martina.
You look,
Martina.
two
Howard.
broads can fight.
She's an athlete. It would always be a mismatch.
Wait a
She's
second.
not a man.
horrible.
Martina, I don't understand something about your personality. I don't know you well. In fact, I don't know you at all. But if somebody,
would like to.
I would like to know you. I would.
We'll go to dinner?
I would like to go to dinner
All right.
with you. I want you to turn me.
Howard will never come back.
She could turn you lesbian.
I want to become a lesbian. I think I am a lesbian. Martina, if somebody shot at me, I could never sleep until it was somehow resolved. In other words, I would be nervous that they would want to do it again.
No, that wasn't going to ever going to happen. I knew that.
How did you know that? Did you talk to her?
Just because of what happened afterwards. I mean, she was in shock. She literally couldn't move for a couple of days afterwards.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, you must have really pissed her off.
It was a bad moment, but again, God, it's like another lifetime. You know, you talk about it. It's
That's
like
a
it
wild
wasn't
story.
even you. It was
That's a wild
1980.
story.
It was.
You know what
Still is.
someone once said to me? They said, boy, Martina was really bold in her day before she got settled down. She would just go up to a woman that she liked and she'd just stare at them.
That's not true.
I know, but when this person said it to me, I said, what do guys do?
But I never did that. I would be too embarrassed if they didn't stare back. I'd really literally let them come to me.
You're like Burt Reynolds.
I think I was too scared that they would say no or that I would embarrass them. I completely never went after anybody. I would, check them out up and down, check the body curve.
Were you scared
But
to
that
go?
was it.
Were you scared to go back home after that?
No.
Not at all.
No.
You were
no,
brave.
it was awkward, of course, but
How did you know
I
it
had
was
people,
safe?
Well, because the gun was no more there.
How did the gun
was
disappear?
gone.
How did you know it
Well,
was
there were
gone?
some people that lived in the house, caretakers, so they were sort of taking care of the.
Oh, so they witnessed this and they said,
Yeah.
we have to now take care of
Yeah.
this situation.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable to
But
me.
that was at your house?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Charlottesville.
Let me ask you
Wow.
this. Was it weird
That's
to
why
you?
I think it's not a good thing to have guns in the house.
Yeah, I would say so.
But later on, Rita Mae Brown and Judy Nelson hooked up, right? They became a couple.
That was pretty weird.
Was that a revenge thing against you?
They apparently had a good time. But it didn't last very long. I think it was like a year thing. I don't know, but that was weird.
Well, like if one of my ex-girlfriends hooked hooked up with I don't know, like someone that I dated before that, like it would seem like a revenge tactic to me. Like all of this commotion goes on around you. That's what I admired most. You have all these women shooting at you, suing you. I mean, it's like
It was an interesting life.
You're like a drug to these.
You don't
women.
know the half of it.
Oh, I could imagine. Orgies, I bet.
No, I missed out on that.
I don't believe it for a minute.
I know you don't, but honestly, God, I mean, it's God.
Never
is my
two women
witness.
at once.
No,
I don't believe
no.
it.
Well, I know.
I don't.
know. I always thought I would have a three-way somewhere there, but it just never happened. Boring.
Is there a great story somewhere in you where when you were #1 tennis player in the world, a very famous woman, and you hooked up? Is there anything like that in your past?
Unfortunately, no, that didn't happen either.
I think there's more of a book in you than we know. I think
Not
there
that
is
one.
something like that.
No, there were some possibilities, but it just did not happen. Damn. I missed out on a lot more than you think,
I thought Robin was falling for you.
Robin is,
I can't
I'm
even
being
get
serious.
Martina to dinner.
No, I feel like I heard, and you were kind of interested
Robin's
in Robin. I think you were.
Not interested. I'm interested in her as a human being. I am married and she is straight, so it's like perfect match.
Right.
We can just go out and have a good time, and there is no stress.
She actually gives me advice on men.
Yeah, I did.
What you think about flaunting?
Have you met Martina's wife?
No, we're never in. She's always traveling.
But I brought
for
presents
business.
from her for you.
Is
here.
that right?
This
Is
all
she
from-
super
for you
hot,
guys.
Martina? Is she younger
She's
than you?
cute. She's young. She's older.
Older.
She's, a couple years older.
I am shocked.
I know.
I am shocked. I always pegged you for the younger, hottie.
It was weird because I went from always being the youngest person in the room to now being the oldest, except for my mate who is older. But
You've
it's
dated
sort
older
of
women
happened.
before, right?
Yes, well, most of them were older.
Nancy Lieberman, basketball player, was older than you.
Yes, no, she's younger.
She is.
She's younger. Yeah, but
Golfer Sandra Hine.
Haney, that was
Haney?
when I was like 19. Of course, she's older. I was 19 years old.
That must have been hot. You, a 19-year-old Martina Navratilova, and an older woman.
And Sandra Heine.
Heine. You and Sandra Heine. And what a name.
But the thing is, people. I lived with the women that I was with. I lived with them. So it was very public. Everybody.
What do you
knows
do to
about
these
it.
women to get them so crazy? Teach me. Let me sit at your feet.
Well, we're gonna have to go out.
No,
for that.
seriously, what is it? Do you? Is it the?
Is it technique? Is that what you're asking?
They always say that women make better love to women because they'll spend time caressing, the foreplay. Now, I know Beth doesn't even care about foreplay.
Mm-hmm. She
that
must be
much.
very hetero.
She's super hetero.
This Grand Slam, thank
I
you.
think-
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
But I think she's super hetero. Who knows?
It could be an act.
You get these girls around Martina.
She didn't know she liked all that touching.
What a powerful woman you are.
Well, thank you, Howard.
Super impressive. Forget the tennis accomplishments.
Forget the tennis. I know it's just
It's amazing.
By the way, she
Do you have a technique? Are you Do women say you're just great in bed?
Well, like I said, Howard, I had no complaints.
You and your lover now have been together 7 years, your wife. I think
Not a legal wife, but one day,
Right.
hopefully.
Let's hope.
When this nation wakes up to human rights.
Of course. When two people are happy,
Come on.
let's let them do that, whatever they want.
Leave everybody alone. Let people find love where they can.
I'm so
Yeah,
with
the
you on
gender
that.
shouldn't matter, right?
Absolutely.
It's about the
I'm ready to turn fruity. I got to do something.
Isn't this sounds like fun, right?
No, just equality.
Sounds like fun.
Yes. George, you're not officially married yet, are you, to Brad?
Well, we can't be. Arnold Schwarzenegger's in the way.
Right.
The California legislature passed the same-sex marriage.
Would you marry him if Arnold Schwarzenegger said it's okay?
Would I marry Brad?
Yes.
I would, and you have an invitation to the wedding.
I would go.
Yeah, we keep trying to arrange a meeting between you and Arnold so that you can talk to him about that. But
You
it hasn't
have
worked.
tried, yes.
I want to learn from Martina how to
And
get...
you know privately Arnold agrees with it. You
Yes.
know that he
does.
does. And
But
that's
he
the
always,
problem,
as a
that politicians say one thing and they
Right.
mean
I
another.
think-
And that's what I like about you, Howard. You say exactly what you think. You don't care.
I think George Bush is not
Is
against gay
secretly
marriage.
Oh, he's not
for
either.
I
gay
honestly
marriage, yeah.
believe that, and I think he panders to the right
panders
wing, the
big time.
religious right wing.
And it was the same with Reagan and Bush.
He supported
Senior.
an
It was
amendment to
all
the
of it.
Constitution,
Yeah.
George Bush.
Are you saying politicians can be two-faced?
Would you
yeah,
ever?
but they do make strange bedfellows. Or
Would you ever be
toilet
attracted to Ellen DeGeneres? Is that your type? I don't see it.
No, not quite.
I didn't think so. Why?
I don't know. Just not. You know, it's about the whole look, the personality.
Rosie O'Donnell is not your type. You like an in shape kind of woman. Would you go out with a heavyset woman?
It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. It's really the person, you know.
Oh, come on. No
it
fat
is.
chicks
It
on
is.
your list.
It's like Robin would be more my type than Rosie, but I don't know
yeah.
why. I mean,
I
but,
know
you
why. Robin's in shape.
I wasn't in shape when she first met me.
Yeah, no,
You were way
she
more
looked
in shape than
fabulous.
Rosie.
Thank you.
She's like,
I shrunk.
you need a narrow chair so you don't fall off.
I am fascinated by all things in your life and fascinated by your technique. And I've always said this about Martina Navratilova. I said it on the air before I ever met you. She must do things to women that drives them crazy.
Sometimes you have to remember that less is more.
Now, what do you mean by that? Explain.
Maybe you're doing too
Less is
much,
more.
Howard.
Too much or too fast, too hard, too whatever.
What's more important?
Less is more.
Kissing, touching the breasts, or caressing the vagina? What is more
Well,
important?
that depends on the woman. That's what you need to pay
Oh,
attention
so you
to.
now
how
have to
they
read the
respond.
woman? Oh, dear.
Oh, I can't do
Yeah,
that.
that's how they
There's no
respond.
formula.
Really? I would
the
never know
No,
that.
because some women are more sensitive some places and some others. Just like guys, I'm sure they're not exactly
Right.
the same. Some guys get it on differently, right?
How much time
sensitive
does
to
one
the
spend
tips.
on the breasts? I don't spend a lot.
No time at all?
I spend zero. I mean, a little bit. One kiss, two kisses, boom, and
Boom,
I'm on
you're
to.
off to something else.
I'm a vagina man. That's my thing.
You're diving before you know it.
I love it. I love vagina.
I mean, when
All right, so-
when you get in a vagina, you just go, God made this for a like this is a perfect match.
It is.
Well, they
It
have
really is.
breasts too, and maybe they like to have their breasts tantalized.
Yeah, well, fuck it, I'll tell
You got to know the
Are toys important?
Toys, well, used to be,
No more?
Well,
What do you mean? I don't understand.
well, you can play, but I don't think they're important. No, they're not essential. Let's put it that way.
For you to be happy, though, you have to be with a woman who's athletic, I would think. Because you have such an athletic lifestyle. Here you are, the spokesperson for AARP or the new health and fitness ambassador. You would not be with a woman who did not share in your enthusiasm for tennis and all sports.
Not necessarily true.
But you
Not
have a whole
necessary at all.
lifestyle that, supports, your health. And do they have to be healthy and into that lifestyle as
Healthy,
well?
yes, but they don't have to be into the lifestyle. No,
Let's
it's about the animals, really. Bottom line.
Yeah.
let's say hi to some people. Mel, you're on in New York City. Martina Navratilova, the greatest tennis player of all time. Still, no one has surpassed her. Not even Serena. Not even the sister. Venus.
Yeah, they got to play more.
Right, they don't play
They have
enough.
the potential, but they don't play enough.
Yeah, they haven't managed their careers nearly as well.
Who is the greatest male tennis player of all time?
Well, I would still say Rod Laver, with Pete Sampras being a close second, and now Roger's breathing on their necks.
Rod Laver,
Roger
really?
is
Rod Laver.
amazing.
What about John McEnroe? Was he great?
He could have been. He had a great couple of years, and he had the potential to be the greatest, I think, but he was too lazy.
Too
But there was
lazy.
also a time when there was Borg and Becker. You know, it was Connors. There was a very competitive era that he was in.
Absolutely. There were some great players, Ed Burke, but McEnroe basically played exhibitions so he would practice because he was too lazy to practice. He
Yeah.
played exhibitions as a way to prepare for tournament.
I see.
So
I see him quite a bit. I run into.
Is that right?
Yes. And he told me he is the greatest male tennis player.
Well, he still thinks that, I'm sure.
No, he actually never said that to me.
Actually, he is very complimentary to other tennis players. He really is.
Let's go to Mel. Mel, what is your question for the
Hi,
great?
good morning.
Yes.
Yes, Martina definitely put her money where her mouth was, which was usually on a vagina. But Martina, how do you answer the allegations that you played your entire career on steroids?
There are no allegations, and I never took anything. I was extremely against it. In fact, I had a boy come up to me one time, and I was in a gym working out. He says, "What do you think about blah, blah, blah?" He said this word. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He says, "Well, what do you think about that?" I said, "What is it?" He says, "It's a steroid." I'm like, "Don't even think about taking it. It's a 15-year-old boy that wants to cheat right there." Never took anything.
People thought that because, A, you were a superior athlete and also your muscularity was superior. But I remember that you used to do tremendous amount of exercise and weight training, which wasn't so common for tennis players back
Not at
then.
all. I worked out hard, but I was always muscular. You look at my mother; she has big arms. You know, I've always had that physique, and then I worked at it.
You were
and I
so
had very
dominant.
low body fat, so it really showed up. But never touched anything.
You were
Never,
physically more powerful than most of the women that played.
I was 5'8", which was big then. Now I would be small, but you know, back then I was next to Chris. I mean, she's like 5'6", so I look big. But I stand next to Serena or Venus, and I'm a pipsqueak.
Right, Roy, you're on the air. Yes.
In Ohio, Martina, back in the 70s, Chris Everett was so hot in that little tennis skirt. Did you ever fantasize about
She's
her?
pretty cute. She's
Did you
pretty
want?
cute.
I could see that where you would be attracted to her.
Well, you know, Chris would be my type, but it was so tight in that we played against each other. You really didn't go there.
Did you ever think about her alone at night?
No,
You
no, I never
fantasized?
really took it that far with any of the players. It was like they were too close. You know.
When you were a young girl growing up, who was your fantasy girl? Was it anyone in the movies, an actress? Who was the girl that defined what you wanted in life from a
then.
partner?
I don't know. I guess. Gee, I can't even think. I mean.
I know in the book you admired
I know.
Audrey
Sophia
Hepburn.
Loren.
Sophia Loren.
See, I'm happy for you the way your life turned out. I think you're a content, happy woman. You're content in your own skin, because I think your father was very rough on you. I see this with a lot of athletes. Your father, dare I say, was absolutely nasty. He said he'd prefer you to be a prostitute than to be gay.
Well, when he found out that I was gay, but at that point I was 25 years old. Where he was hard on me was that he criticized every single shot when I was playing. He was my coach, and he was very critical.
Would you recommend that parents stay out of the coaching business?
Well, you know, but he was always very positive as well. But it was hard. But
when he turned to you and found out you were gay, at 25 years old, I don't care how old you are at that point, when your father, your mentor, the guy who was your coach, blah 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 blah, he comes up and says, I can't stand your lifestyle.
Yeah.
I would prefer you would have been
you sleep with a different man every night.
Right.
Yeah. As long as it was a guy instead of a woman.
Do you cut off relations with your father at that point?
No, not at all.
Really?
We didn't talk as much, but we were still speaking. We never stopped speaking. And we resolved it because he said, you know what, I don't understand. I'm going to learn more about it. And then he read some books about homosexuality, and he figured out that he really didn't do anything wrong, that I didn't do anything wrong. And
How long did you not talk to him for?
No,
after
we
that?
talked. We never
You did.
We
always
never
spoke.
Yeah, we never not talked.
Why were you always the good daughter? Why do you think you never rebelled? Why
I
do you
think
think
the
you
older
never?
child syndrome. You know, I was always trying to please my parents. My mother divorced when I was 4 years old, and I was always trying to make sure that she was happy and didn't
Big burden
give
for
her
a
any
kid.
trouble. I was such a trouble-free kid. It was a joke. Actually.
But it's a big burden for you to carry, to always be the person who pleases the parents,
Yeah,
right?
So when I get criticized, I take it very personally.
You do?
Yeah.
When you would get
I
criticized-
take myself too seriously. I try to ease up a little bit.
So when reporters and people who comment on sports would be critical,
Terrible.
Martina's not this, not that, you would go into a major funk.
Well, I would just try to figure out why they said that, because it really wasn't true. If it's true, then I sort of, you still rebel against it, but then you accept it and say, okay, I can get better. But when it wasn't justified, that's when it's not fair.
In other
that's
words,
when it really bothered me.
You really shouldn't have cared that much. It shouldn't have mattered that much, but it mattered
It
to
mattered.
you because you had been so criticized your whole life.
Yeah, I think so. Well, it wasn't criticized. It was that something was wrong with every stroke,
Right.
that I hit. So it's like, come on, I can't be that bad. But it kept me coming back. But what happened also is I shut my father out. I wouldn't listen anymore. So I still do that now. I don't listen because I just shut people out. I can be in a room of 20 people and completely read my book and not care about what's going on.
Because that was your defense mechanism
That was my defense,
against a very
It's good
critical
and
father.
bad.
Yeah, I was just a wonder because the criticism was so bad at certain points, how you turned it off and then kept going forward.
Well, I just, learned from...
So when you're in relationship with your wife now, do you turn her off? Do you sit there sometimes and zone out and tune out? And she says, Martina, you're too distant. I can't take this.
No, she says, where are you? So she grabs me right away.
Come back. She knows
She's good, and she tells me exactly
She knows what's going on with you.
Yeah, she does. She knows me really well.
It's a good defense mechanism, but it probably ruins a lot of your
It's
relationships.
bad for relationships, and I think that's why some of them failed, or some of them shouldn't have been started. But
People were
now,
shooting at you, for God's sake.
Now I learned my lessons the hard way, and
So
it's a work in progress. Like
so
I said
are you
before.
someone who visits a psychiatrist and you try to work on this?
I did that a long time ago, but now I'm good. I think I'm figuring.
Did you
out
have a
by
sports
myself.
psychiatrist for games and stuff like that to learn to visualize and all that? No,
never did. I
Wow.
sort of figured it out on my own. Billie Jean also helped me out. She was into the psychology bit, but that was again very late in my career. I had great coaches with Mike Estep and Renee Richards.
You and I
People
have to
that
sit
really
down and talk about sex one time, hardcore. I mean, off the air where you can really tell me what's going
Howard, I
on.
don't know if I can teach you anything, really.
No, I'd like to know what you really do in the bedroom. I am sitting here fantasizing. I see fingers, I see toys, I see fists. I don't know what goes on.
Fist?
A fist.
Oh my
I see a
God.
fist. That's right.
Oh my jeez, I don't know what you're looking at.
You have no idea what's going on. I see tennis
It's not
rackets.
that kind of fist.
I see tennis rackets.
I think you may
tell
see
what I
Martina
used-
punching you in the face.
I tell you what I used my tennis racket for one time. It was very useful. Stone
What?
crab claws. I didn't have a hammer in the house. I used the butt of the racket to break down the
Really?
crab claws.
I had stone crab. I
champions
could not
adjust,
break
you know?
those
You
open.
needed a tennis racket.
No, I could see a tennis racket as part of the sexual thing. I'm with Martina Navratilova. I'm a woman. I go, listen.
What is the string tension on that?
Not string tension, the handle. Could you know what I'm saying?
What grip size?
Thank you. Martina, you are delightful.
All right, Howard. Thanks.
I tell you, you listen, I really do want to speak privately with you about your sex life. I see Mexicans tied up in the corner of a house. Don't even ask what I see.
You know what's fun to do with a tennis racket? If someone falls asleep in the sun, put it over their face.
Oh, that's great.
That's a good one.
They look like wake up like a waffle iron.
That's all the uses for a tennis racket. Spaghetti strainer. We could go
A
on
lot
and
of
on.
things. Martina, I love
There's
seeing
another
you.
book in this.
I congratulate you on all your successes on and off the court.
All right.
And let me tell you, no woman has ever shot at me, and I only wish they would. I only wish they were passionate
You
about
leave
it.
and they say, good riddance.
Nobody gets that upset.
You're like
No one.
Richard Pryor or something with these
Nobody
marriages.
gets upset when I leave.
Yeah,
And it's a
that's not
big
good.
source of my depression.
Oh, so you're not leaving anymore, see? You're in bed and getting hooked up.
Oh, yes, we are.
Excellent.
Going ahead with the marriage.
All right.
Martina.
Yeah, how is that going, by the way? We don't hear
When is
anything
this
about
gonna happen?
details. Yeah.
Well, Beth has said to me,
the D-Day?
now she's figured out what our wedding is going to be.
Oh, she has. Okay.
Yeah, we figured it out.
Okay.
I don't want to say what it's going to be yet. And then we have sort of fantasized about a time when we will do this.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have a date specifically, but now we are talking to someone who plans these things.
I see.
You know.
Wedding
Well, you
planner.
think I'm nuts?
No,
What are you
absolutely.
saying?
I think.
Do you think it'll end in disaster?
I hope not. I don't think so. Beth really loves you, and you really love her.
I do,
So,
but you know what
just
happens.
keep talking and
But look how things go
keep
wrong.
it interesting.
You know what happens.
You haven't
Yeah, but I
figured
think
out.
you're old enough to figure out what you want.
I
mean,
hope
that's
so.
you know we've done all the misses. Now we got it right finally.
We do,
Hallelujah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm hoping
Absolutely.
he has it right. I'm just saying. Do you know what
you get
the
tempted,
things
though?
are that take you out of a relationship?
Oh, yes.
Are
My
you
father was very critical, and I hear his criticism, and I can read a book in a room full of people. Now I have an answer. Wait a second, Martina. Seriously, you know what happens. You're in the great relationship, isn't that? And then something happens, you meet someone, and wham.
Is it always a meet someone?
That's what the Martinez story is.
Yeah, well, again, that was like 25 years ago. No, that wouldn't happen anymore.
One of these young chicks comes by and boom, boom, boom. The next thing you know,
That
you
would
can't
be no
resist.
boom, boom, boom.
Well, good for you.
It's sort of like looking at a movie. It's like, watch but don't touch type thing.
I see. How do you keep
But
your
I
sex?
don't even look.
But how do you keep your sex life active? How do you keep the magic? What is the secret?
Staying close. Staying emotionally connected, then the sex just happens. I mean, it's not sex, it's making love anyway.
I see.
Yeah.
Do you don't want any
Stay
part of
close.
that making love? Do
No,
you?
no, I want sex.
Yeah, well, see, I think that's the basic difference between men and women.
You're
Bottom
telling
line.
me you've matured so much. You leave the studio today, one of my, I don't know, the girls who work here, hot secretary, comes over to you, puts her face in your lap. I mean, gets that forward. You're saying no.
Absolutely.
I'm married.
Absolutely.
You're a better woman than I am. You really are. Martina Navratilova has now the honor of being the AARP's new health and fitness ambassador. She tried to help Artie, but now she's thinking of resigning her post
yes.
at AARP.
Artie stumped her.
Artie's
I
a
think
tough
you had
nut
a
to
good
crack,
answer.
so to speak.
I think you had a good answer for Artie. Play basketball. Do
Right.
something you enjoy.
Yeah,
I like
that's a
that,
good-
Artie.
All right. What do I owe you for that?
Join the league.
And for more information about Martina and what she's up to now and the AARP, you can go to aarpfitness.com. So this is primarily for people who are altacockers, like in the 50s. And
You need to stay active.
how to stay active, how to stay in shape.
Healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, healthcare is getting more and more difficult to get, and the older you get, the less you do, and then you become less healthy. So it's all about staying active, not really worrying about your age, and getting out there and having a good time, and staying fit, and then you don't need those prescriptions and drug prescriptions, and
That's right. You'll stay healthy. And that's it. That's the end of it.
having a good time. I refuse to grow up.
Enjoying life,
I
yeah.
refuse to grow up.
What is it, Mark? Yes?
Hey, Martina.
Yeah.
Hey, it's an honor to talk to you. I'm a big tennis fan. Hey, two quick questions. Did you feel like honored that Martina Hingis's mom named her daughter after you?
Is that true?
Yeah.
She did, and that's I was expecting some weird question. That's a very nice question. Thank you for that.
Yeah, what do you sure you're calling into the right show?
What the second question is, we don't know yet.
No, the question did you go down on Martina Hingis?
But she did, I played against her mom, Melanie, when we were juniors, and she named her not because I became a great tennis player as much as because I left the country and stuck it to the communists, stuck it to the system.
You did.
And say, I can do it better than you, and that's what she was sort of proud of, and that's what most Czech people are proud of it. I stuck it to them, and
You are a
and went off
terrific
on my
woman.
own.
You really have some interesting history.
And here's my second question. Did you get that picture I sent you of my feet?
Is Anna Kournikova and Maria Sharapova your type?
Of course.
No.
Anna Kournikova is not your
No.
type. Oh, I don't believe that.
No.
That I believe is not
No,
truthful.
Well, thank you, Martina Francis.
Monica Bellucci's my type, if you want to know my type.
Boy, I love that Anna Kournikova. What an ass on her. Bob, certainly you must have an abnormal question in Paramus, New Jersey.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
An abnormal
We're
question.
looking for abnormal questions.
Of course. I mean, what kind of question would
After all, what is normal about a cycle and a washing machine, right?
But that is an honor when no one names their child Howard.
I think there are a lot more Howards
I don't
coming
see
into
any.
the world now.
I think you'll see that now.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah,
We're
why
still
not?
waiting. I'm still waiting for somebody to die and leave me a bunch of money in there from their will. That would be cool.
Yeah, keep waiting
Yeah,
for
that's
that
a real
one.
fan. Go ahead, Bob. One final question, then Martina has better things to do than to sit here all day. What is it, Bob?
Martina, I was just wondering what kind of panties you were wearing.
Now, there's the question with them. Martina,
You really have to know?
do you wear a thong?
No.
You don't. Why? Grandma panties?
Nope.
You don't wear panties. Look at you. You do not wear underwear?
Nope.
Wow. And what about your pants?
It's more comfortable. You just wash them.
You wash them more.
You wash them.
Look at you. Robin,
There
what do
you
you
are.
think of that?
I'm shocked.
I love that answer. Well, good for you. Now I know why you're so lovely.
That's why I don't have panty line. I don't have to worry about it.
Good for you. Martina Navratilova is in shape, by the way, and she is an excellent ambassador for the AARP. Certainly, as we age, you have to stay in shape, and you have managed to do it gracefully.
You have to be active in securing your health.
And play basketball.
And go on my website, find out more about what else I do.
Yeah, find out more.
Paint with tennis balls.
I
with
talked
tennis
to them
balls.
about
Paint with
that when you were.
tennis
I saw
balls,
that when you were doing the French Open.
Is that what you're doing? You paint with tennis balls?
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of nonsense.
It sounds like it, but go look at the pictures.
It looks good?
It's fabulous. Yeah.
Do you have one, Robin?
I don't have one yet.
Are you going
I'll bring
clubbing?
you a painting
Are you going
next time.
clubbing this weekend with Robin?
No, I don't think so.
Is that where you hit
She
people
is
over the head
never
with
in
a
one
club?
place at one time.
No, not that
I would
kind of
love
club.
to go dancing. No,
You would?
I
Really?
but
We're
I need a
going-
couple of like tequila margarita thingies before I go.
Robin,
We are
why-
going to the cookie party first, and then we're going to dance.
They're going to dance.
All right.
All right, maybe you'll go.
If you want, Martina, I could bring some ecstasy to the party. I'll
Oh,
be there.
stop it.
Actually, I have a hockey tournament to play this
Have you
weekend.
ever tried drugs at all? Have you ever tried pot or heroin or
I think
ecstasy?
I'll plead the fifth on that one.
Oh, you have tried a few
Yeah,
things.
not
No
the
kidding.
heavy duty stuff.
70. Well, she's around the 70s.
70s and 80s, but it's a long. Again,
You don't
it's a
smoke
long
weed
time
anymore?
Ago. No.
You tried it.
Yeah. Long
Anything
time
heavier?
ago.
Quaaludes?
No.
Hash oil?
No.
Psilocybin?
No.
Mushrooms? Well,
I'm a lightweight. I'm such a lightweight that when I painted my fingernails this morning, I got high off the nail polish.
Oh, I would love to be like that.
I'm a useless lightweight. One beer and I'm happy.
Hey, I have a question, a tennis-related question, real quick. Do you think, was there any professional male from your era that you think you could have beaten?
Oh my God, he's always with
he's
this,
hung up on that.
this, you know,
Depends how
battle
old
of the
they are.
sexes.
Well, I'm curious.
You know?
I'm curious. Do you think, was there a guy that...
A ranking tennis player that she could beat.
Yeah.
Sure, there were plenty of them.
Well, we'll let her answer.
Well, okay, let me tell you. When I was in my prime, and a guy, there was a bet whether I could beat a guy named ranked 100.
Who was
And
that?
So I don't even remember
Okay.
who it was now. But on grass, when I played my best against a guy that really was a much better, like a clay courter, that wasn't a specialty. I would have liked my chances.
Really?
I believe it.
But,
Against a ranked guy?
Yeah.
Against the right guy. I had to be the right guy. No big serves, because it had to be somebody my sort of physique, not
Yeah.
somebody that could just overpower me, because it's so much of it is power.
Right.
And
But it's
and
much
height.
it's much like running. There are plenty of those elite women that beat elite
Right.
male athletes.
Just maybe not the
running.
top guys.
Yeah,
Right.
just not the guys who
Yeah.
are the fastest.
Because years ago on the
For
show...
that,
I-
you need to cheat. You need to do those steroids. And
Right.
that, again,
That's a
I
whole
didn't do
Years
that.
ago on the show, I was ripped off. I beat a basketball player who was a woman, and they gave it to her.
No,
They gave her the-
that's another story.
Well, you fouled out or something. I don't know.
Martina, thank you.
All right, Howard. Thanks a lot, guys.
AARPFitness.com. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Martina, how'd it go in there today?
Excellent.
You had a good time?
I was on the couch for a long time. I was like, God, he didn't go to a commercial. This
Now-
is great.
Howard wanted to talk a lot about your sex life.
Yeah.
Is that hard to talk about?
Well, I don't talk about it that much with my friends, so kind of talking about it in public is pretty much the same thing. It's like too much information. But he always gets out of people more than they think they're gonna say. But I really didn't say anything that I wouldn't have said to anybody else. But Howard is a good guy, so I give him a little more.
And he seemed to be a little jealous about how
No, he
how
wants to know
you could pick
more.
up chicks better than he can.
Well, I don't know about that. I think he beats me on that account, but he's definitely curious about what's my secret. So.
How you doing, Big Top?
How are you?
The Grammy-nominated Lisa Lampanelli is here.
I can say I knew you back when.
When I was the big hairy cunt who didn't hardly get paid. I know, and had to suck a dick for stage time. Now that I'm fabulous and have good hits and a tight box, it's really working out. That's what I'm going to call my next album, and that'll really be Grammy nominated. I'll totally win it. Big tits, tight box. LL, motherfucker.
Deal with it.
Hey, thank you for the ending. Thank you very much. You're not just cute, smart too.
Oh, thank you.
Genius.
You've got me vexed right now.
Oh, I love that.
Wow.
I don't even know what that means, but it's hot.
Neither do I.
I did an X in it. How bad could it be?
Exactly.
So what's up?
Nothing. So you're making the big push here today.
Yes, I am. I'm announcing my big Grammy nomination, and I'm also announcing my Carnegie Hall date. I got booked at Carnegie Hall in May.
Look at you.
I know, and I still got the chinchilla coat, even though I got hate letters from some HowardStern.com viewers last time. They can fuck themselves because dykes don't like me wearing fur. Well, too bad. Lick it, bitches. Enjoy. Don't you hate it? The people who hate fur, all these people who can't afford it.
Exactly.
Exactly. You're poor. I'm not.
If they could shell out some cash, maybe they'd be.
If they were fabulously wealthy nominees like me, if I could talk, it's fucking 4:30 in the morning. What do you want from me? I'm on West Coast time, bitch.
Lisa Lampanelli's here. She's excited. She's up for a Grammy. She really wants to win bad. She doesn't think she's going to win, though. Because she's right. Most of the people who vote for the Grammys don't even listen to the records, especially the comedy category.
She's a glamour girl.
Good to see you.
She's a glamour girl now. That's dangerous. You could fall into that category where you get too good looking and you won't be funny.
That never will happen, because if I stop making money, I'll get fat and ugly again and grow a mustache. I give a fuck less. I like money. Big celebrity.
Money is more important to you than looks.
Absolutely, because once you have money, the more dick you could get. I think we've established that over the past year.
Yeah,
I believe so.
That's what it's all about.
Sure is.
Tell me, I'm excited for you. You're going to, Artie, I don't know why your mic never goes on, but
Hello,
Lisa, testing 1 2. Lisa, you're excited because you're up for a Grammy.
I can't believe it, dude. I can't believe it.
I think when was this announced?
This was announced, dude, I know, Wednesday or Thursday of last week. I'm laying at the pool at Canyon Ranch Health Spa. As you know, I'm very wealthy. I own a place there.
Right. Do you own a place at the spa?
Yeah, is that cool?
You mean at Canyon Ranch you own a place?
A house on the spa property.
Room.
Wow.
Yeah, I get my own room. It's a house, you whore.
What's a thing like that cost?
You know what? It was $1.25 million, which to me is very good, but it's a small. It's 2-bedroom. But how much room do I need?
Is that in Arizona?
Yeah, Tucson.
And you fly out there. That's where you rest and relax. Do you have friends out there?
I'm starting to make friends. I have 3 guys out there who I don't bang yet because remember I ain't banging for a while except my security guards. So I've got So I just date them and I have dates and we go out to dinner and I work out at the spa and I do the spiritual coaching. Because as you know, I'm very spiritual, Robin.
So you're healthy and you're happy.
Yeah, I can't believe it, dude. It was like the worst year of my life, but the best now, you know?
Why was it the worst? What was the worst year and best year?
Well, bad breakup, and then you go through it, and then you come out the other side and you say, hey, my tits look good.
I'm still Lisa Lampanelli.
I'm Lisa motherfucking Grammy nominee Lampanelli, son.
Oh, no, she bangs her security guard.
Well, no, I have several on the road. I had one this weekend in New Orleans. That was pretty hot. What was funny is he got a leg cramp, like right during sex. And he goes, do you have a banana? And I mean, when a big, huge black guy asks you for a banana, that almost begs for the jokes. You know what I mean?
But you were saying you were able to get white guys now.
Yeah, but you know what? There's something about the chocolate love. I still like it, man.
Right.
You've been enough to get it
back.
You know I can't. I keep getting sucked back in by that chocolate.
And the guys told me you won't tell me a name, but you banged a celebrity football player.
Oh my God! I wouldn't say a celebrity. He's not a starter, but he's not in the practice squad either. So I think that's pretty good.
He's on an NFL team.
He's on a very big NFL team, the Chicago Bears. Yes, I did.
Bears.
Oh, so it's one of the Bears.
Isn't that cool? I actually banged my first pro athlete, I was going to settle for a bowler. I actually got like a football player.
Is this a married man or a single man?
No. I won't go there. Hey. I'm a very moral person.
And it's a black guy.
Of course.
So you're fucking Kevin Hester.
No. It's I don't even know who that is, but I will tell you this. This guy tracked me down through the website, invites me to a game. I'm acting interested in this fucking game. I just want to bang the guy. Right. So he's like, when are you going to be in the area? I'll get you tickets. And I'm like, what area? And he goes, we're in Philly. So I was here for the Pat Cooper roast. I said, I'll be in Philly all weekend visiting friends. You think I have fucking friends in Philly? I wouldn't even give a shit. He's in the NFL. I'm like, even if he stands me up, it's a good story. I don't give a shit.
You didn't want to seem like a loser, so you say, I have friends in Philly.
Exactly. I go, I'm staying the whole weekend. When are you available? And like NFL guys only have like a 3-hour break.
Right.
So I had to pick him up at the hotel at like 7, go to a different hotel that he paid for a change and not just by the hour. Isn't that rich? And then like a Courtyard by Marriott was really classy.
Wait a second. Let me understand something.
Okay. It was so hot.
The guy tracks you down on your website.
Yes, he goes, I'm very attracted to you. I think you're a very nice person. You're very funny.
You do your comedy.
Yeah, but he's very young. So I knew it couldn't be a relationship.
How young?
I can't say the exact age because you'll figure out who it is because some asshole will look it up on the website.
Right.
In his 20s. Wow. Which is weird because I'm 46 and in 20 years we'd look like driving Miss Daisy. So this is not going to work out. This is a young colored guy. This is no good.
Right. So he's seen your act. He knows how funny you are. Yeah. He's attracted to your persona. He likes the way you look.
And he goes, I like older white bitches. They my thing.
Oh,
I love that.
Why couldn't you bet? What a romantic guy. older
Somebody
white
lays
bitches.
that line on you, you melt.
You sure do. And when they leave their socks on too. Oh,
Was he a hardcore black guy? Like,
no,
you know, like
very nice. No, very nice Southern gentleman black guy, but with the nice, beautiful.
Well, from Lisa's impression, I can narrow it down.
Look at her. It was Amos and Andy she dated. So wait a second. You
I drive down to Philly.
Why do you have to go to a different hotel room than the one he's in?
Because they're not allowed. Security is on the floor of every NFL team.
Okay.
And if you get a fine, if you bang some chick in your room.
So you can't even bring girls upstairs. It's like being in college.
You could get a fine, but since he's a rookie, he can't be affording no fines.
Wait a minute. Okay, so you're giving away he's a rookie.
I don't mean rookie. I don't mean rookie. He's a new kind of guy. He's not like he's a billionaire yet, but he had a very nice blinged out watch, which was real diamonds.
And he paid for the hotel.
Exactly. And you know what?
So he takes you to a hotel. In other words, there's no discussion like, let's go to dinner.
Absolutely not.
Do you say to him, look, you don't
I
have
said,
to
let's go, bitch. I swear to God, I don't care, Howard. If I'm dating a guy, I don't put out no more because that's a nice thing. You work up
you said to the guy, look, I'm
Let's
not going to
go.
play games with you.
I didn't even have to say it. He gets in the car. Okay, Robin, there is nothing hotter when you pull up to a hotel where a pro team is playing and all the tour buses are there and all the security and there's fans mobbing them all for autographs and stuff.
Right.
And the guy runs out to your Toyota Camry. It is so hot.
And so when you get to the hotel,
I texted him from the McDonald's.
You get to the hotel. What do you mean you texted him?
Text messages from the McDonald's.
just
I
say,
said,
I'm coming.
Run out the side door, Negro. Okay.
Negro.
I'll meet you at the side.
Right.
Oh, it was so hot.
So you wait a second. So you use subterfuge. He gets out of the hotel.
Yes, I did.
And you go to a separate hotel. He takes you to the room.
Well, what happened was he gets in the car and he's shy. He's cute. He's like, a Southern guy.
Right.
So he's like, oh, it's so nice to meet you. You're so funny. And oh, you look really nice because I did my shit up like it was natural and everything. And he goes, oh, this and that. And I go, well, I said, let's be honest. I said, I ain't never had no NFL player before. I think we got to do this thing. I said, it's a good story at the very least, right? And he goes, oh, you won't be disappointed. And I'm like, okay. So we go and we go to this courtyard by Marriott and he gets the room. It was really hot. He ran in and came back with a key.
Yeah.
And then went in the side door and
No kidding.
Yeah.
You stripped down nude in front of him?
No, they do that. They take your clothes off and shit. This is hot, thank
Real
God.
black man or light-skinned black man?
He's rather mocha. I would say
Mocha.
not iced tea light, not
Right.
decaf,
Right.
but he was more of a mocha latte.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he bangs you immediately.
Well, yeah, what was weird was, here's the thing. He was the black guy with the tattoos, I love that,
Right.
which they couldn't see what they said because they should be in whiteout because they can't really show up.
Right.
But, so, I'm like, oh my God. See, my trainer at Canyon Ranch goes, dude, I'm supposed to be celibate. I'm not supposed to be banging. He goes, listen. You'll never see a body like an NFL player. You have to fuck that guy. So it's under strict orders from my trainer at Canyon Ranch to bang this guy.
So how many times do you bang the guy before he leaves for, you only had 3 hours?
Exactly. Just once. And then we chatted a bit.
Does he hold out a long time or does he explode immediately?
No, I'm not that good. Trust me, I stink. So I was like,
you
whatever.
blew him, you did everything.
No, I didn't do none of that.
Nothing.
No,
Just straight?
what am I going to get out of that? I can't stand it no more.
Straight fucking, huh?
Yeah, but not straight. Here's the problem, Howard. I hope he doesn't know I'm talking about him today, dude. Okay, you know how regular penises, I think, are supposed to curve like this, nice up.
Right.
His shit, I'm not lying. I've seen it slight curve. I've seen a little. This was like a fucking palm tree with 2 coconuts underneath it. I was like, what's going on with that dick? But I didn't say anything because I said, well, maybe that's.
You mean it bent all the way up?
All the way. Oh my God, over. So there's no way it could feel good. You try it from every position, they break your spleen. Then they rupture your pancreas. Then your coccyx is pulled out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this? It was a dreaded inverted Cheeto dick syndrome, and I really don't feel it's appropriate.
Was it painful?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was painful after. But then he texted me and said he had fun, so I was like, can't wait to do it again.
You will do it again with him?
Nah, probably not after
Because
he
of his
exists. He
dick.
hates me now.
But the bent dick thing is just a turn off.
It's kind of creepy. Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe I just pipe him or something. I don't know.
That's a shame. I mean, I feel bad for the guy.
But he must get laid a lot, dude. I mean, he's an NFL guy. He's really super
What's
hot.
probably why it's bent.
Yeah.
He probably broke it from all the action.
You're probably right.
So how long does the session last?
Very brief. I would say maybe 45 minutes. That's pretty good.
Brief.
That's good, yeah.
That's pretty good, right?
I mean, he banged you for a solid 45 minutes.
These blacks, they can go. And the young
I couldn't
ones.
last 5 minutes. 45
You could with
minutes.
me. Let me tell you right now. And You know
You think I'd last with you?
Howard, the best thing was, because I had said to him, it was going to be my first NFL player. While they're banging it, I bet every pro athlete does this. He goes like this, is this your first NFL dick? Is it?
Oh, no.
And I'm like, is this your first comedian Grammy-nominated pussy?
Oh, you two are charming together. What a couple.
Oh, my goodness.
I would say the romance was flying that night.
I wish you would have recorded it.
After he finishes, how much time? After he
I wanted to
finishes,
tape it.
After he finishes, how much time do you actually spend together? Like
That
2
was
minutes?
like fun because I knew he had the deadline. They had the
Right.
team meeting at 10.
Right.
So we had a split. I had to drive him back.
Right.
And he was like, oh, we have to do this again. What's your schedule? Because I'm always figuring I'm not good enough to really squeeze into your schedule. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll let you know. And then we kind of text back a few weeks. But it's weird.
Yeah.
Like, not weird, but I'm like, what do we really have in common? What do we have to say to each other?
Right.
But I'm going to Chicago in January. So maybe, hey, who knows?
Yeah, well, we
Love
go to
me
the
here.
game.
Options open.
Oh, that's the thing, too. He goes, oh, I almost forgot. Here are your tickets for the game tomorrow.
Oh.
And I know that I'm not really in Philly, that I lied and I said I was going to be there. I'm driving back to Connecticut to see my family,
Right.
which is weird to face them after, you fucking an NFL guy in a hotel room, but
Right.
whatever, we'll see past that. So I took the tickets. I still have them at my house. But the thing is that it was a big win for them that next day. And he goes, how'd you like the game? And I go, oh, it was good. How'd you like the big win? Oh, that was a great save
Yeah,
someone
well,
on your
maybe-
team made at some point.
Maybe your vagina helped him to play.
You know what? I feel it did.
Yeah.
It's magic.
Did he
You know,
get
the
any?
whole
Did he get
team
any?
should keep you around.
Did he get on the field at all, or is
No,
he that,
of course not.
He's a real scrub.
injured. He has an ankle.
Oh my god.
Oh, you keep on. We'll get the name.
Oh my God! Well, you know what's funny, man? He's a good kid, and I never wanted to say his name, of course,
Right.
because he probably has a girlfriend because he's black,
Right.
and that's what they do.
All right,
So
I
you
didn't
never
know that.
Robin.
But, all right. Well, listen. Now you're nominated for a Grammy.
I can't
this
believe
is very
this.
exciting.
He'll
I
be
know.
calling now.
Oh,
He'll be
you know,
calling
you would
again.
think.
Now, I remember when Sam Kinison was up for his Grammy. I went to the Grammys with him.
Right.
And he was really nervous. He wanted it bad. He really wanted
Really?
the Grammy. He felt that he deserved this kind of accolade.
Right.
And it would have given him some credibility. And he had everything, the speech prepared, the whole deal.
Oh, boy.
And if I remember correctly, he lost to, this was insane, PDQ Bach.
Yeah,
Right.
Which is a musical group that is not funny, nor are they good musicians.
Right.
So it's like insane. And Sam was out of his mind over it.
Really?
And his theory, and I know you have the same theory, is that the people who vote for the Grammys, particularly in the comedy category, probably never even hear the album. They go with the biggest names that they can find.
Exactly, because the names on this list is pretty good.
Who are you up against?
What is the other?
It's pretty good,
list?
actually. I wouldn't mind losing to any of them except one.
Okay.
George Lopez, very
He's a
good,
good guy.
funny spick.
Funny guy.
We've got this Stephen Wright, funny Jew.
Been around a long time.
That's the thing. I think he's going to take it because it's the Jew sympathy.
Longevity,
You've been around a
yeah.
while. You're going to die. You are mad about you. Whatever.
Right.
Harry Shearer.
Oh, another
which
good
I
guy.
love
Yeah.
him, and I'm a huge fan. But those fucking Flight of the Conchords. Let me tell you
What is
something.
Flight of the Conchords?
those
These
two
two
guys.
freaks from Australia who had a show on HBO on Sunday night,
Yeah.
and they're hip and cool, and there's nothing I like less than hip and cool.
Right.
So if I lose to those, I'd rather see Dirty Spick Lopez win. I got to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I can't.
You don't
take
get
this.
any problems with all the language you use about black people
What am I gonna
and
do?
Spanish people?
These blacks, they enjoy me. The chinks love.
Everyone enjoys it.
Everybody loves Lisa Lampanelli. You know what's funny? I'm doing this animated pilot for Comedy Central,
Yeah.
and the best line out of it, because the Asians are very uptight, you know.
Right.
The guy said, I say to the driver, make like the father of a Chinese daughter and step on it.
Wow. And they're allowing
I'll
that?
tell you, sure. This is why comedy, well, it's a pilot, too.
I see.
You know what I mean? So maybe it'll never make the air.
That's right.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
So this is a big deal. Now, who votes on the Grammys? Who are the people who
I'm
vote?
assuming it's just like the Academy of whatever recording engine.
You have no idea who's voting.
Is there any way you can
or how
lobby?
to get to them.
Is there any way you can lobby them,
I
get them
can't
to
be
listen to
bothered
your
with
record?
it. You know what?
Right.
The thing is, Gary was telling me in the back, because he's very knowledgeable. He knows everything. He said that Warner Brothers, which is my record label, will all vote for Warner Brothers Records.
Right.
So, they'll all vote for us, even though they never heard of me. It doesn't matter.
Right.
But, I mean, I'm the only chick. You'd think that they'd go, throw the cunt a fucking bone.
Right.
She's 46. She ain't getting any younger.
Right.
Let's move it or
it's
lose
time
it.
to give
If
her
I said I'd cancer, I would get that goddamn award, because
Well,
the
say
minute
it
you
then.
have the cancer,
Well,
especially
say it
tit
then.
cancer these days, you're
I mean,
a freaking celebrity.
How did the Gene Simmons roast go?
Oh, my God, dude.
You were on that dais.
It was the best.
Did you
It was-
roast the Gene Simmons? Why did you roast?
I'll tell you why. Okay, I'm at Canyon Ranch, and Shannon Tweed rescued me from a desperately lonely dinner one night.
Shannon Tweed is the wife of Gene.
the
Conjugal-
concubine.
Yes.
Right. She's at Canyon Ranch.
Yes, they go there on vacation all
With
the
Gene.
time. Gene hardly ever shows up because he always says he'll go, she told me, but then he says he has an opportunity to make money, and he's a Jew, she says. She says this.
Right.
He's a dirty Jew who's looking for money. I said, I totally agree.
Right.
But she goes with the son, who's hot, but 18 and miserable there because it's all old cunts working on themselves.
Right.
So it's her and the sister. Tracy goes, her sister, and the 2 daughters, and this poor Nick who sleeps all day and could give a fuck less.
Right.
So they go, and Shannon rescues me one night when I'm sitting there reading by myself, and she goes, oh my God, is that my husband's favorite comic? I'm like, yes. So we're talking about Flavor Flav roast, and I go, we should roast Gene Simmons. I said, because he's a good sport. He can take a joke, and he loves being talked about. This guy loves publicity.
Please, any attention.
God
Any
almighty.
attention, yeah.
So she says, that's a good idea. We thought of it, and we're going to have Carrot Top to it. And I said, oh my God. I said, you know what? I got to rescue this Gene Simmons from Carrot Top. I mean, this is a fate awful. What's he going to do? You know?
He doesn't really roast.
Pull out his cunt. It's horrible. It's fucking disgusting. So we
You
end
don't
up,
like Carrot Top?
as a friend, yes, but he
That's not
ain't
your
a
type.
roaster. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He has these props. He pulls them out. He gave me a big black penis as a prop. I said, that's a dildo. Put it in my suitcase. What a fucking jerk off. So anyway, these fucking people.
Right.
Nobody does roast right no more.
Right.
So we go to do the roast. They call me, and this fucking Jew, Simmons, goes, okay, it's not paid. How the fuck do I get talked into a non-paid roast on a week off? And he goes, my manager had a fit. She goes, you're not doing it. And I go, listen, you fucking whore, I'm doing it because they said Donald Trump was going to be there, who I love, Steven Tyler from Aerosmith, and Cher, to meet Cher. I'm a big fag hag. I would love that.
Right.
Well, by the end of the freaking month, it ends up none of them are showing up. We got Puck, Downtown Julie Brown, and Corey Feldman.
No.
This is a budget. See Thomas Howell, okay?
Oh, my God. This must have been the worst roast ever.
You know what was funny? It was he was there. I did a joke about them. I said, he's out of the business so long he had to change his name to Nobody Sees Thomas Howell. But the roast itself, I never thought I'd say, hey, I owe Comedy Central a big apology. This A&E is the most disorganized cocksuckers. Because what it is it's not going to be on that Family Jewels he does. Or as we call it in the industry, the Osbournes without the talented father.
Right.
So we're going to do the roast. It's free. My manager goes, you're not doing it. I said, hey, let them fly. They end up flying me in, which is nice.
Right.
They end up giving me the nice hotel. Boom. So we do it.
Right.
This roast started an hour and a half late. You're sitting there sweating to death because it's a rock club, which is the worst audience for any type of comedy.
Yeah.
The Key Club, it's like this hip, cool metal. And like Scott Ian from Anthrax is there, the guy from Quiet Riot with the dead lead singer, all this shit.
Wow.
Oh my God. And then the loser Deus comes in, and then it's like fat Ralphie May, that fat guy who looks like he swallowed the Wu-Tang Clan, a 400-pound wigger. What is that all about? And, it's horrible. So Dirty Jew Jeff Ross is the host, who I love. He was really funny. And then it just kept getting downhill and downhill. And poor Gene, this is him. He comes in with those big kiss boots.
Up to his thighs.
Up to his thighs.
900 years old.
They're so tall.
Right.
He goes, 5 women walked him down the stairs, and it was not because it was like hot. It was because he couldn't keep
needed
his
help, yes.
You mean these women couldn't keep their hands off
Oh,
him?
yeah, and they were acting like all sexy with him, and he's like, oh my God,
Yeah.
So he's walking down the big, they had those light up eyes, the demons on the feet and everything, so he's coming down. He gets on stage, and he goes to do a tongue move where he like goes to lean over, he falls.
He fell down right
He
there.
fell over, and they had to retake the whole thing. It was like the funniest thing ever.
That's what they should leave in. What, are you crazy? How
So
do you
we're
not
sitting
leave
there,
that in?
and the people who are roasting him are like his wife, some comics, of course, Paul Rodriguez. They added a spick. They add uppity Paul Mooney at the last minute, so I got to worry about saying the N-word. This one is all uptight.
Yeah.
Then this Danny Bonaducci comes in, who's insane, as you know, and he was actually well behaved compared to Steve-O. I know Craig Gass told you Steve-O was literally urinated 3 times on that day. He was that
terrible.
nutty.
That's
It was
terrible.
really out of control. And Danny got him kicked out. That's so funny.
Well,
It's
he
bad
peed.
when Danny gets people kicked out for bad
Danny
behavior.
was mad because Steve-O peed
Almost
right
right
behind
near
Danny,
on him,
almost on Danny's head.
Oh, I know. It was disgusting. And you know what? I'm all for dirty white boys. I think it's really hot. He's kind of edgy and stuff. Like, I want to talk to him and say hi and stuff. Ugh. Once you
Too
whip out
much.
your dick, it's disgusting.
It's not cool.
And it wasn't even a good dick either.
Really?
That's what's wrong with these people. Leave it in your pants if it's not nice.
Now, Steve-O pissed in a cup or
He
something?
peed first, just in general, I think. Then he peed in a Poland Spring water bottle. And then he peed in a cup. So I was like, somebody's going to pick up that drink, like Craig Gass or somebody. and drink that shit. Oh my God. Okay, so it's the longest roast in history.
So you probably couldn't even drink because you're afraid you don't know which cup it is.
Yeah, I was like, I am sticking with whatever I got here. Forget it. So I'm like, oh my God. So the roast is going on and on. It didn't even suck that bad though. Like a lot of the guys did good, but okay. They made all jokes about me, of course, because by the end they're all chanting Lisa, because they want me to get everybody back. So I end up doing really good. I have fun. Then this, it's all for supposedly, it is for charity. He did it for the Wounded Warriors. Well, he brings out these military guys, and they give him the flag from whatever country we're fighting in, and it was sweet, you know. And he starts getting teared up. I thought that was kind of cute.
It's supposed to be a roast.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And then I go, oh, it was worth doing because these fucking guys with the hand blown off. This is nice.
Right.
Wrote it all off for charity.
Right.
I felt I was a gentleman about that.
Yeah.
I did.
You are a gentleman.
But the jokes about this, do you want to hear some of my jokes from Gene Simmons?
What did you say about Gene?
Oh my God. Okay, Gene Simmons really got it really good that night. First of all, I said, oh yeah, these are good jokes. Okay, first of all, I said we're here to roast a guy who's such an annoying Jew. If he was born during World War II, Schindler would have said, list? What list? Said, dude, age hasn't really been good to you. Your face is more roughed up than the students at Oprah School in Africa.
He is rough,
He's awful.
Yeah.
And that hair, I've seen better rugs in the back of rapist vans. I haven't seen hair that nappy since the Rutgers women's basketball team. And how did you come up with that hairstyle, genius? Did you catch Planet of the Apes on cable and go, that's a look? And Gene, stop with the facelifts. When it comes to plastic surgery, compared to you, Kanye's mom turned out better.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Come on, that's a good joke.
That's a good joke, yeah. Wow.
And then what did I say else about him? Oh, yeah, I go, Danny Bonaducci. Oh my God, I got him pretty good. I go, Danny Bonaducci, sir. What a rageful, angry mess. I go, you beat up Donny Osmond and Greg Brady. Wow, you've beaten more queers than AIDS. That got an applause break because everybody hates him. And then I said the joke about C. Thomas Howell. Then I said that Gene Simmons is a huge star. And of course, Chris Angel sent a tape. You know you're big when that happens.
He can't even show up.
I go, Chris Angel.
Chris Angel's looking for publicity anywhere he can get it.
Exactly.
Right.
And it was unfunny.
He knows not to do this show.
Danny Bonaducci, what a great guy to have at a roast.
Oh, he is good for fodder.
Right.
I said, Chris Angel's so irritating. When I watch his show, I always root for the wood chipper. And then I said, Craig Gass. I really got Craig Gass good. I said, surprised to see Craig Gass here tonight. I guess that means Frank Caliendo said no. I love Craig. He's been a great impersonator. I think he should do his Owen Wilson impression and kill himself. And then I said, Gene has, of course, killed music. I go, Jesus, the Jews killed Christ. Music too. And then, of course,
this is good.
I know, isn't it funny?
Yeah, so you really went
And he
off
actually
on him.
didn't get mad. This is what I like. He was really laughing.
Of course,
with it.
he should have fun.
sense of humor about himself.
That's the thing. I said they used to be
Probably
called
couldn't hear anything.
He is looking elderly.
Yeah.
I can't tell yet. Is that a wig or is it?
I don't know. I think it might be hair, but I'm not sure. There's some sort of weave or maybe
something's
it's
going
hair
on.
and weave. I don't know. I don't
Whatever
know.
it is, no good.
Looks a little brindle-flyish.
I had a nice little ending on it too, which
What'd you
I
say?
love my sincere ending. I said, right now I like to be sincere and say, what do you call a man who's a true rock and roll icon? What do you call a man whose songs will live forever in the hearts of millions? You call that man John Lennon. But he's dead, so all we have is this untalented windbag. So nice tongue, Gene. Thank you. Good night.
That's good.
He loved that.
Yeah,
and he stood up, he hugged me and said, nice tits. That's what's hilarious about Gene Simmons. He reeks of sexuality. I don't care how ugly he is.
Really?
You think he reeks of sexuality?
Did you meet him?
Of course I've met him.
No, but he has a way of making you feel like
turn
you're the
you
only-
on?
No, like I wouldn't. No, not for me. But I mean, I can see why 5,000 women banged him.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yeah. There's
Sadly,
something there.
4,900 look like Carrot Top.
You think Carrot Top might have ended up there by accident? What? So do you hear from a Carrot Top when you make fun of him like this?
Well, no, he likes me because I'm
He does.
kind of friendly with him
Right,
through
right.
Larry the Cable Guy, and so he's like, "Oh, that was great, thank you." I said, "Oh, you were really funny." He let me keep the black dildo. I thought that was nice.
That was nice.
That's a
of
team
him.
player.
Yeah, that's a good guy. Now, so you didn't get paid for the roast, and then I guess Gene told you, look, it's for charity. But then didn't
Yeah,
he?
it was
Now,
just
now
nice.
isn't he selling it on DVD?
Yeah, but that all goes to charity.
It does.
Yeah, and I can't say I
All
doubt
right.
him.
Okay,
You know, because
okay.
I think he's a money grubbing heeb, but I'll tell you something, not a dishonest money grubbing heeb.
All right.
There's a big difference,
All
as you
right.
know.
He's very honest.
Very honest
But nevertheless, you will call him a heeb.
Absolutely.
Lisa, you are delightful. people, I want to tell people about what's going on with you. Not
Unfortunately,
only
the people don't get to vote.
Yeah, if I did, I think I'd be a clear. Although Lopez,
he's hot.
Well, but all
He's
the
a funny
Mexicans
guy.
are illegal aliens, so they can't vote. So I think I would be a winner.
I hope you win. I'm a fan of your comedy albums,
Thanks,
and it would be
man.
nice to see you honored like this. You're
Do
right.
they present this award
No, this will
on
be
TV?
No, I think this will be the loser, but we'll get to go. I'll take my parents, before they die or something.
They present this one before the actual Grammys.
That's weird because you'd want to hear a comedy guy's acceptance
You would think
speech.
so.
That's true.
You would think so, but they don't. That's one of those they keep off of TV.
It's in between best polka album and best Zydeco album. It's really a hot category.
I'll
right
never
there.
forget sitting there with Sam, and they didn't give it to him.
I know.
They killed him. Just
Still,
killed him.
a Grammy is such a big deal to a comic because that's what Richard Pryor won one, George Carlin, that was their biggest
We're
thing.
at the pre-ceremony, and Sam turns to me and he goes, "I don't give a shit. I'm going up on stage now, and I'm going to say fuck PDQ Baca." I said, "Sam."
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah,
though.
but Sam was on the balls of his ass. He was already being sued by a movie studio.
Oh.
He had just walked off the set of a movie. They had already invested $5 million.
Took or something like
okay.
that.
Yeah, he took. And I said to him, Sam, look, man, you got to use your common sense here. You're trying to get back in with Hollywood, and you go up there and you start trashing the Grammys and everything. I said, you're going to be fucked. I said, you didn't win. Be a little gracious. So his manager at the time turned to me and said, thank God he listens to you, because he said he would have been up there doing it.
Yeah, because he actually got to be a presenter in the televised.
And they would have taken him off of that.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, I heard, didn't Kathy Griffin get in trouble because she when the Emmy, she didn't win the Emmy. She acted angry, but she was joking around,
Right.
and she had to make a call, make an apology. I'm going to start bawling uncontrollably.
Right.
I'm going to just
Well, I'm
cry.
pulling for you. This woman is funny. You need to see her.
What
Thank
size
you.
is
Oh,
he?
and
If she wins the Grammy, she'll probably retire. So
Right.
this is it.
Well,
This
big announcement, which I have not announced yet, but I wanted to wait till your show to do it. I got booked. I'm doing Carnegie Hall on May 17th. I know.
Yes.
Tickets go on sale March 28th. So I just wanted everybody to know and tell you first.
Well,
there's no way I'd be doing Carnegie Hall if it wasn't for you.
Well,
and
isn't
you
that
know
great? No, I love that. And Insult
I was
Comic.
about to ask her what
.com,
size
thank you.
is the arena she gets to play in now. She's getting so
now
big.
it's 2,000 and up.
Yeah.
Like Carnegie Hall's 2,800.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
It's really good, and you're up and coming, and to be nominated for a Grammy is a great honor. InsultComic.com is where you can check out tour dates and things like that.
Thanks, man.
Lisa Lampanelli, so great seeing you. Lisa, you kill.
I love you.
And
That's your official website, Lisa?
Yeah,
Insult
Comic. Yeah, because nobody could ever spell Lampanelli.
Right. InsultComic.com is
Yeah.
a better website for you.
Exactly.
Lampanelli.
I tried to buy Enter Love and Fag Hag, but they wouldn't give it to me.
Maybe you should have put
Not
Lisa
wrong.
Lamp.
You're probably right. Some
maybe.
retarded lamp cunt in
Lamp.
Virginia probably has that. and I'll
Lamp
get all
cunt.
pissed. I did try once
Do you
by
think
Enter
Lamp
Lover.
Cunt might have been a good website for you? Lamp Cunt?
Guess what was never taken, and I should buy it? Cunt of Comedy was never taken.
Well, what are you doing?
I know, honestly, I know, what am I doing with my life? This is terrible.
Rita Rudner didn't buy that up?
No.
No, she's
You know who originally owned it was Lucille Ball, but there was no internet. Well, there it is, and we certainly hope whoever is on the Chicago Cubs, I hope your ankle...
No, not the Cubs.
I mean,
the
the
Bears.
Chicago Bears.
The Bears.
When it's funny, Lisa's out in the hall, and she says, I banged one of the Bears. I thought she literally made it with a bear. I thought, wow, she's gone now to Bears.
Even worse than white guys.
Yeah, she's gone
She
animal.
can't get white guys, she can't get black guys, she can't get Hispanic guys.
She's with the Bears.
She's with an actual bear. I said, was he very hairy? And she goes, no, a guy on a football team.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
You've never offended me.
All right, Lisa, look at you.
Yay, that was fun.
Blowing up.
Sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Look
I'm
at
just
you,
a
you're
big
blowing up.
celebrity now. What can I tell you, man?
You used to come out right out and talk to me. Now you're kind of like,
No, go on. I'm talking to Gary. You got a lot of nerve, even wanting my time. You know what this is going to cost you, bitch?
No, you're a movie star. You're doing Carnegie Hall. You're Grammy nominated.
I know I'm in trouble with an NFL player, probably.
That's right. You're banging pro football.
I banged only one, but you know what? Probably never again, because probably mad that I said he had a weird dick. But you know what? Too bad, because you all have weird dicks when it comes down to it. Just get vaginas, guys. We'd be more comfortable with our own.
So what's next? Are you going to go to professional baseball? Or?
Fuck a bowler, maybe maybe a fencer, maybe maybe a mime. I just feel bad because they all have girlfriends, you know.
Really?
Well, he's not married. He's only 22. I wouldn't fuck a married guy, but I just always feel like weird that I'm gonna get a text from him going, "Bitch, why are you talking shit?" I said, what am I gonna do? What else I gotta talk about? I get laid like once every 3 months. What else am I going to go on Howard and talk about? Will always says, what about the love life? That's all, So, hey, I did the best I could.
Well,
Sorry.
please don't bang any of the New York football giants. They're tired enough. They don't need to be up all night.
Thank you for at least those extra 45 minutes it takes. They can all just squeeze one off in the truck. Thank you, dude. You rock. Woo, thank you.
Hi, I'm Don King, and I'm here to see my dear friend Howard Stern. It's been a long time, much too long, so we're back together again. We got a great event here on Saturday night at Madison Square Garden. Tito Trinidad takes on Roy Jones Jr. It's going to be fabulous, and you heard it right here live and in living color on Howard Stern TV.
All right, listen, Don King is stopping by. He's promoting the Tito Trinidad-Roy Jones Jr. fight this Saturday night at 9 o'clock on pay-per-view. Haven't seen him in a while.
Roy Jones, he's fun to watch. That guy's a
You know what I remember
masterful boxer.
I remember about Don King that in the last election, he was really campaigning hard for George Bush. I just wonder if that pays off for him in any way. Like, does Bush ever have him to the White House? Or
Oh, he can't have him to the White House, can he?
I just wonder how that... There he is. There's
He's
Don
going to
King.
be in Lincoln's bedroom?
Beautiful jacket.
Good Lord, what the heck happened over there? There's an explosion of diamonds.
He's got a beautiful jacket. That is very nice, Mr. King.
Are those non-conflict?
Are those conflict diamonds that you're wearing?
Oh, yes.
Oh, they are.
Oh, he goes for the conflict, though.
They're the best kind.
Don King, I haven't seen you in a while. Good to have you up here.
It's great to be back with you again, Howard, and I'm just so happy for you. Congratulations.
Thank
You're
you.
the man.
Thank
You're the
you.
man.
Thank you. Thank you, and so are you. Now, we'll get to the fight, and I told everyone you're promoting it, but I remember in the last election, you really campaigned hard for George W. Bush. That
Yes,
was
I
your
did.
guy.
Yes.
Do you still feel the same way about him? You still like him as the president?
Yes, I think he's revolutionary. I think that, Howard, you have to understand that even the enemies of George Walker Bush, they feel comfortable and safe, so they can bash him again the next day because he's there today.
Right.
And
You feel safer.
Oh, yes.
You bought that whole thing.
Yes, I do. Yes, I did. I bought it. Let me tell you.
He also bought that jacket.
Yeah, well, see, he doesn't make great decisions all the time.
Right.
I like the jacket. Ron.
But after, you were very vocal in your support of George W. Bush. You even went around the country and campaigned for him. And some people said your support for him in Florida and a couple other places where you campaigned hard. Ohio. That helped turn some of the black vote around for him maybe a little bit and really helped. Does he reward you in any way with a trip to the White House? Have you ever met the man? Do you ever get to hang with him at all? Or is your reputation too crazy?
Well, no, I do. I see the man, but he's about America, Howard. It ain't about George Walker Bush. He's the leader of this great nation, but it's about you and me. The same thing that happened to you, when you were on radio and they kept trying to contain and restrain you.
Right.
Now you have the freedom to be able to express yourself and to be able to do it with the rights and liberties of this great nation called America.
So it doesn't help you in any way to support the president in terms of maybe a little perk like a trip to the White House and you get to hang out at a function or anything like that. And that never materialized. There was no thank you note.
I've been to the White House several times.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
Were you invited or?
Oh, yes. It was always.
Did they throw you out or?
You can't storm the Bastille.
Right.
You got to be able to be invited, but it's about the American people, black and white alike, people working together. Now the thing is turning because of the different types of wars and things that they say about Iraq, which I was down in Iraq over the Thanksgiving
Now, let me ask you
holiday.
about that. You went to Iraq over Thanksgiving. What does Don King do in Iraq? In other words, I know a stand-up comedian would entertain the troops with comedy, or a pretty girl would go out on stage and maybe sing a song.
What does Don King do?
When you get to Iraq, were you there as an entertainer?
I was there to lift the morale, to be able to discuss with them and let them know that the American people at home loves them, that they support them. And all of them were very exciting. And I'm going to tell you something else. They all want to stay the course. You know what I mean? While we sit back and debate one way or the other back here in the comfort and the safety of our studios and the homes of America, they're on the front line putting themselves in harm's way to defend just those provocative things that we're saying and doing in their regard. The only thing they really have a problem with is being used as a political football, you know, when you start talking about not giving them what they need to be able to do the job that they
in your conversation with the troops, you're claiming the troops themselves are saying, listen, never mind the debate at home. We want to be here. We want to clean up the situation in Iraq. They weren't sitting there going, this is a losing proposition. We want to go home.
No, they wasn't. They wasn't. They're the most remarkable men and women that I've ever met. It is the fabric of this nation. They're indicative to what the embodiment of what America's all about. And, you know, I have to pay tribute to the parents and the families, the young men and women that are there, that are defending our Constitution, our liberties, and our freedom.
And how do you get to go to Iraq? In other words, do you have to apply to the State Department or someone say, listen, I'm Don King. I would like to go meet the troops and lift their morale, and then they get back to you? Is that how it works?
Well, it's the USO, and I'm so glad you asked that, Howard, because the USO should be supported. They are the ones, they're the facilitators, you know what I mean, for families, friends, for whatever happens, sad or good, you know, for the troops and their family. They facilitate, you know, every way they can to help these men and women that are fighting for our freedom.
Right.
And so the USO, you know, through them,
You called them.
Yes.
You called the USO. Are you a contributor to the USO? Are you a charitable man that way?
Yeah, listen, I am steadfast, dedicated, committed American for this nation with its iniquities and injustice, but I also extol its virtues, you know, and good things for this great nation. So it's a.
How old are you now? Are you 76?
76.
You look good.
You look very well.
Did you fight in Korea? Was that your war?
No, it was No, I didn't fight in Korea.
He fought in Cleveland.
Yes.
Right. Did you serve in the military yourself?
No, I never had the opportunity or the privilege to.
How did you get out of the draft? How did you manage to avoid the draft?
I think it was jail.
Yes, I was in jail.
Oh, well, that's a smart move.
It's better than breaking your arm or saying you're gay.
Those were the manslaughter charges.
Yes.
Yeah. So at least you got out of going to the army.
Well, I didn't want to get out of going to the army. I would like to have been like, you know, MacArthur or Patton or somebody. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you know, I tell you, who was really a great
guy.
Might have been a great general.
You know, the great guy is David Petraeus. He was my man of the year.
General Petraeus.
General David Petraeus. I was down there with him.
You have a man of the year?
Yes, he's a man of the year. I always select a man of the year, Robin. And a lady too. You almost made it because you were right there at the top. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you about Iraq. So when the USO approves that you go to Iraq, I know they send over a group of entertainers together. So who was on your tour? In other words, it's you and who else?
Well, with me, I had a producer named Kimmy Zabian, and the troops named her Combat Kimmy, and I had Richard Rubenstein. Richard Rubenstein, right here. You're right from, he's Howard Rubenstein's son. You know, he's the PR man.
But this is not an impressive group. I mean, where's Robin Williams? The troops must say, this is who's visiting us? I mean, aside from you, yes. I mean, who Richard Rubenstein's visiting us?
Yes, but you know, Richard was with me, but he's a nice guy. I mean,
but the troops don't know him.
The fervor, the fabric of the nation, that thing that was in his heart that he wanted to be there just to see the troops, and he put himself in harm's way to do that.
All right, so you put yourself in...
It was a great meeting.
I heard that you put yourself in harm's way. Literally, you were up in a helicopter and you were attacked by...
We don't know what it was. All we know is...
I thought it was Mike Tyson's lawyer firing stuff.
The machine guns began to go off, and we don't know what was going on.
Right.
But, you know, that's they want to keep us calm. But they did give us a debriefing that let us know exactly where we are and what was going on. So it didn't have no kind of way for an excuse. In case you want to turn back, they gave you a great opportunity to...
And you said, no, even though they're firing at my helicopter, I want to go see the troops. You didn't care about your own life. You didn't care about it. You weren't scared.
No. It was
Do you wear
body
protective
armor?
Yes, they make you wear body armor and give you the hats and the black jackets and all the different things that they do. I mean, it's just a wonderful experience, and to witness that, you know, is indescribable. But
where do you go? In other words, are you on stage talking to people, or are you just...
I'm right there. I went to the hospitals. I went to Ramstein. I went to the other hospital. There's two of them there, Landstuhl. And And so then I went from there. I went to Kuwait, then to Iraq, and then you get in Iraq. I went to 3 or 4 bases there.
Wow.
The Anaconda and all those different bases that we have that are down there. I was in Warhorse, was what a big gathering of the troops was.
Right.
And you talk to them about things at home. You talk to them about, how we love them and how we support them and what they're doing. What a great job they're doing.
Oh, you see, I always thought it was a show where you sit there and you sing a song or something. But you're saying you just walk through the hospitals, you talk to the people, and you just kind of hang out. And it's like, hey, a hangout day with Don King.
That's what it is. And, and a lot of them are coming to the fight on Saturday night. I invited them, some of the troops, I invited them to the fight. Some of them that were in the hospital that would be out at this time, and they have accepted, and they're going to come. We'll have them and introduce them.
How is the fight game? Be honest with me right now. There's no big superstars, right? I mean, you need a Mike Tyson. You need one of these guys who are a big draw to bring the excitement and all that, right? I know you got a big title fight coming up, Tito Trinidad and Roy Jones Jr.
Is that a title fight?
It's a people's title.
Oh, because I was going to say, neither one of these guys have titles, do they?
Yeah, but these guys are icons, the legendary guys that have been there, and they never met each other, and so I've never seen such dedication and commitment to their training program. Tito's been training 6 months for Roy Jones because this is the best name in the world.
How's the business now? You can't make the dough you were making for a while, right? I mean,
no, it's you have what you call a drought season because you just said it. You need stars. You need people who can relate. Now you got 2 stars, and these 2 guys really. A lot of people say, they can't do this. I wouldn't pay this for to see these guys. They are ridiculous. That's Woman won the title at 45.
Right.
All right. So you get people that will go out there and deal with people in life begins at 40, and these young men are not made 40 yet. You know what I mean? So it's a thing here.
What was the best days? When were the best days to be in the fight game? Muhammad Ali days? Was that it?
Muhammad Ali days was great.
70s,
Ali and Norton and Foreman, all of those were great guys, and it was a lot of money for that time area too. But when the Tyson area come, new technology, advanced technology, and then bigger money, you know what I mean, it come as time advances.
Now
but
you and Mike Tyson, you settled the lawsuit, right? He was suing you.
Yeah, we were suing each other. Going through the semantics of people blowing smoke in their brain, you whispering in their ears.
So you finally paid him off.
Yes.
And it's behind you.
Yes.
You feel good about that?
I feel good about just being an American.
Right. No, but I'm saying you got to give him $14 million, right?
Yes.
Right. No, but he was suing you for like $40 million.
No, a lot more than that.
He was.
Oh yeah, you know how lawyers bloom up the feeling, bloom up the numbers.
$100 million.
Yes, all that because I was $110 million on him. You know what I mean?
So why do you think someone said he settled? He felt he could have won the $100 million, but he didn't have enough money to pay for his lawyers. That's sad. I mean, the guy was.
But that's not true.
No,
that's not true. Because his lawyers was working on contingencies and everything else.
Right.
They got. Listen, the first thing that King Henry said, we would kill all the lawyers. You know what I mean?
Let's settle things ourselves.
Of course, it was an act of anarchy, but nevertheless.
Right.
Yeah, if he really had a shot at $100 million, I'm sure some lawyer would have stepped up and said, I'll take it. Yeah.
But listen, they'd have paid him.
Are you sad for him, Tyson? Are you sad that he's down on his luck like this? That he's, they didn't have money?
Well, I love Tyson. You know what I mean? I can't say anything else other than that. And naturally, anything that would be untoward or wouldn't be good for him, I would be, sensitive and have a feeling of, of sadness, to do that. I think that he's a great guy.
If he walked in here today, would he hug you or would he punch you?
Absolutely. He wouldn't punch me. We would hug each other, because he
the
now
guy gave him $14 million.
He sees the error of his ways. You know
I know the other day, I think I would punch him.
You do, Mike?
I think I'd walk in and punch the shit out of this guy.
Right. So,
but, Don, a lot of fighters have sued you.
Well, you know what? What else can they do? They always come up and do that. But how many have I made rich? You look at the list. It's over $1 billion in money making fighters. Over 100 fighters, millionaires. You know what I mean?
Well, you had to pay Terry. You had to pay Terry Norris like $7.5 million. Does that when you have to write those checks, $14 million, $7.5 million? What are you like out of your friggin' mind? I mean, the public Don King is always upbeat, but the private Don King must be like
you got to get beaten down sometime.
You got to be.
Well, you got to write it on before you can write it off.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It don't come. So, I used to sit on the stoop, you know what I mean? That's my car. That's my car. And the other guy says, I was mad. Boom, you punch him because you say, I said it first. You know what I mean? So, now I own the cars.
In other words, if you can write a $14 million check, that means you got...
Tell me, Howard. Only in America.
Right.
Only in America.
Are you a billionaire?
No, I can't. If you can count your money, you ain't got none.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mine is countable.
It is countable.
You know what I mean? I'm chasing you now.
Right. You can sit there. There was a time, though, that you couldn't count your money, right? I mean, it was a little difficult.
Well, I can't remember that. That's a fuzzy imagination of fantasy that would be, could be, should be, you know what I mean? But I find myself in reality just being happy to be an American in this
Listen,
great
it's
land.
great. I mean, listen, you came from nothing.
Absolutely.
You were-
Sub nothing.
Sub nothing, jail
Robin
time.
understands.
Sub nothing. And so to even be sitting here on the Howard Stern show with the
Sparkly
jewelry.
jacket oh, my
and the
God.
big sparkly jacket.
What a blessing. What a blessing. You know what? I think about the prophet Isaiah. He says, those who have hope in the Lord renew their strength. They can soar like wings on an eagle.
You know who said that? Tom Cruise, didn't
Yeah, they can run and not be weary. They
That's
can,
right.
They
I
can
wish
walk
that-
and not be faint.
I wish the head coach Isaiah was that smart.
What fight was your best payday ever? Like, what was the biggest grossing fight you ever put on? I mean, where you said, man, I really hit it on
Now
this
I
one.
can't count my money.
Yeah. What was the
I
big
really,
one?
you know, I can't.
Zaire.
I can't. That was really the biggest one.
Was that
Not
the
in
one?
capital. Not in capital, but becoming visible.
Yes.
You know,
You
we were
became the man.
visible. We were invisible. You know what I mean? And so now you got a chance. That visibility. That means accountability, responsibility. So when they gave me accountability and responsibility, you know, I'm still standing.
Let
And
me
it's
ask
remarkable.
you something, Don. These ultimate fighting guys, they seem to have taken over, you know, all these different kinds of boxing where you don't have
Gloves.
just
and-
gloves and
Yeah. What do you think about
mixed
it?
martial
I
arts.
Is it gay?
Let me
Is it
say.
gay?
They're humping each other. Every
Yeah.
time I turn it on, they're on top of each other humping.
Is it gay?
And now, you know, I think it's just a return to barbarism. This is what they try to stick from. I like it. I think it's back to where when the Marquis of Queensberry came in and sophisticated it with rules, regulations, and that sort. They're trying to do that now. Again.
You're saying boxing is a science, it's a beauty, it's a skill, it's an art. You're
Yes.
saying this is more barbaric, what they're doing.
It is.
with the,
It is absolutely that. But they, you know, and it's been doing great. And you know, I take off my hat to Dana White and to the Fertitta brothers. You know what I mean? I think it was just a great thing they do, and they bring people together in a competitive sport. You know, even as crude as it may be, and that's what makes people like it because of this crudity. You know what I mean? To be able to see this kind of stuff where you knock a guy down.
Will you get involved in this? Will you ever represent a few of these fighters who are, you know, ultimate fighters, or are you staying out of that game? Boxing's your thing, and that's what you specialize in.
No, I specialize in Americana, and so you know, it would not be no problem for me to get involved if I want to get involved. And I think it's something that you know we'll see. You know what I mean? But the idea of it is exciting to people. Anything that pleases the people pleases me because I'm a promoter of the people, for the
Are you
people, and by
tired-
the people, and my magic lies in my people tired.
Are you tired and weary of the struggle? In other words, here you are, 76 years old. You made enough dough. You could probably retire, go down to Florida, sit there with the Jews. What?
Shalom, Mazel Tov.
Right. Do you want to just pack it in and say, you know what with these boxers and they're suing me and this and that?
These fakakta boxers.
I'm done. Do you ever say it?
Well, you know, I'm thinking about it like this here. You know, God gave me, He blessed me where I can reach out and touch someone. Someone reached out and touched me. So you got to be able to work with
Who
people
reached
to
out
help.
and touched you?
You know what I mean? They've helped me. You know, I can't do it by myself. It's
Right.
God that does it. You know,
Right.
just like He did for you.
Speaking
He
out
blessed
about
you.
reaching and touching
Yeah,
out, you
yes,
getting any,
it's great. You know what I mean? That's
I'd
why.
like to reach out and touch them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it true Tyson beat up one of your bodyguards?
I think he did punch a guy. It wasn't a bodyguard, though. It was just one of our friends, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but
What's
those
that
things, he
feel
was
like?
reckless. Oh, my God. It's
That's devastating.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It really hurts. You know what I mean?
Did he have the greatest punch of all time, or did
He was a terrific fighter.
Who was the
he
greatest?
Was
Was it-
dedicated. You know, well, the greatest.
Ali in his prime versus Tyson in his prime? Who wins?
Well, you know what? That's
Who's
going to be.
Don representing?
No, not.
No, let's say represents both.
You know,
Whoever wins.
I coined the phrase for Muhammad Ali. So every head must bow, every knee must bend, every tongue must confess, thou art the greatest of all times, Muhammad Ali.
I see.
You know,
You
and
know
so
what
I'm saying that it's really, really remarkable. And there's another guy that's really a great guy. I know he gonna say something. Jim Dolan. Jim Dolan, I think, is one of the most fabulous guys out there. Many people underestimate
owner of the
him.
Knicks?
Yeah, the owner. You know, he's owner of the Knicks is one of the
Right.
acquisitions that he has. But the guy is the guy when 9/11 came. You know what I mean? That horrific terrorist attack on our freedoms and liberties. Tito Trinidad was a ground zero hero because he would go down to Nino's and feed the rescue workers and the police and the fire department and the troops.
Yes.
And then Jim Dolan hosted the first major event of bringing New Yorkers back together after that devastating attack where they were trying to intimidation and fear to make us all go away and hide.
So we
they
should all
continue to
remember
do
that, you're saying.
You should remember that. And then the next thing...
Who don't you like?
The Lustgarten Foundation for Pancreatic Cancer, spearheading that. And on this one show,
you like
we're
everyone.
going... Let me tell you about Susan G. Komen.
Who's that?
Susan G. Komen for the cure. That's for the breast cancer. You know, fighting for safe prevent. That's right, for women.
I don't want anything to happen to those breasts.
We got them all there working with us on this promotion. This is what Jim Dolan does that people don't know about, and they condemn him because the Knicks don't play. When the Knicks don't play, the players ain't playing.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Naturally, they'd always go find the owner, the coach, and say everybody's wrong. If the players are not spooked up and initiating where they can get excited and make score after score, like LeBron James did 51 points last night, you got to be able to throw the ball through the hoop. You know what I mean? So Jim Dolan is a great American. He's an ideal guy.
He's just not good for basketball.
Well, you know what? Different strokes for different folks, but you got to understand something. He's good for civil rights. This is something you should really marvel in, and all of us who are fighting, as Howard so inimitable says, here's a guy that practices Americana, not preaches it. He walks the walk, and he talks the talk. You know, he has executives, an African-American president of the Garden, African-American, the head of the basketball team, African-American, even this lady Anuka who won a suit, African-American. How many corporations do that? Just count them on your hands. How many do that?
2.
You know what I mean? That's right. That's right. You and Jim Dolan.
That's right.
And so you got to understand. People don't understand. You got to look at what it is that's going to be upward mobility, elevation, be able to help the people of America.
You got a point there. You got a point there.
I mean, the guys they don't look at those things.
I'm looking at that.
All right. So I look at it. You know, this way they can educate kids. But the most
what are you
important
getting? Floor seats? I mean, I never saw anybody speak so eloquently.
You know, let me tell you how. The greatest thing.
How are you doing with women these days? You still married?
Yes.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
But you cheat, right?
Oh, naturally. Naturally, you know what I mean? When you cheat, you know what? If you look out of your eyeballs with a woman, you know, with lust or with desire, you're cheating.
Right.
My eyes are busy all the time.
Thank you for saying that, being honest.
Yeah, I mean, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? How can I look at this beautiful Queen of the Nile, you know what I mean, and not feel
thank you.
SKD
oh, you mean
something kind of different. Yeah.
You meant me.
And you're a man for all reasons and all seasons. So and I think it's just so great.
The big fight is going to be Felix Tito Trinidad.
Now,
Roy
is this
Jones
at Madison
Jr.
Square Garden? I didn't realize that.
This is Saturday night, 9 o'clock, Madison Square Garden, live on pay-per-view.
Yes.
Call your local cable provider to order. Go out there. Go see the fight. Don King is here. And he knows. He went to Iraq. He's seen the owner of the Knicks. He understands the racial fight. He's
opened our eyes to a lot of things.
I mean, I'm telling you, you got to understand that what life is in America. It means a lot.
Who's the hottest? I'm going to ask you something crazy. This has nothing to do with your field, but who's the hottest chick in Hollywood right now? What girl do you look at? As long as we're talking women.
Who do you race out to the movies to go see?
Who is the hottest girl out there, superstar right now?
Layla Ali.
You know, listen, all the women are hot. I love the women. But you got to understand
Who's
somehow,
your favorite?
From their Low Spring Nation time, everybody should treasure and cherish women. Women in America, white, black, brown, yellow. It is the greatest thing in the world. My mother was a woman. You must understand that women to me is really great. You know what I mean? So I'm just excited about women.
Do you use Viagra?
No. What you got to do now? I need Jesus to roll away the stone and say, you know, the resurrection. You know what I mean?
Is that true?
Lazarus, come forth.
Is that true?
Lazarus, come forth, and he rise from the pallet of death into the bright light of life and hope.
Talk to me. I'm getting old.
Yes.
I'm becoming a senior citizen.
Yes.
I want at 76 though. Can you still go up and perform for a woman?
Not good.
Really? What happens? When does it start to fade?
Well, you know, Howard, you must understand, you know, you got to be able to deal with what is real.
Right.
The concept of living. You know what I mean? So that's why they're bringing technology to help this,
Be
help
honest
that.
with me. I really want to know this from a guy who's an older gentleman, someone who I can talk to.
When did it end?
When does it start to fade? In other words, where you can't perform on your own, or you need an enhancement of some kind?
I don't know when it begins, but I can certainly tell you when it ends. You know what I mean? You know, it's over. You know what I mean? Now you want love for the people. You want to be able to do things with wisdom and intellect
but you don't lay down
you would
in bed
be with passion before, and your mind get clogged up and you can't begin to see.
But you don't see a beautiful woman somewhere and say, "Hey, I would like to make love to her." You don't. I mean, does that end?
Oh my God! You got to think about little Johnny Taylor. It's cheaper to keep her.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
But do you wake up in the morning with wood?
Yes. Oh, what is wood?
You know, a hard on.
Oh, man, what are you talking about? That was just something that escaped, you know what I mean? I'm looking for it now. I'm chasing.
Wow.
Where
That's
is
sad.
that?
Does it happen anytime ever?
You don't masturbate anymore?
Oh, my God, Howard. You know, thanks for the memories. Oh, how it used to be.
Wow. Do you have trouble peeing?
Oh, no.
That's okay.
Yeah, this comes all the time. Every time I look around, here you go. Here we go.
You got to go a lot.
Did you go to a doctor and say, look, my virility, I want to be able to make love to women? Do you ever say
I've seen a good commercial that say, Cielo, when the moment is right. And if you have an erection for over 4 hours, call your doctor. If I had an erection for over 4 hours, I wouldn't call no doctor.
You call a woman.
That is.
Felix Tito, Trinidad, Roy Jones Jr. fighting this Saturday night at 9 o'clock at Madison Square Garden, live on pay-per-view.
They are two of the
greats. This is a pride and glory. This is a fight, not just a fight. This is a fight for pride, for glory, for Tito representing the island of Puerto Rico. Viva Puerto Rico!
And how are your kids?
And then for Roy Jones.
How's your son?
Oh, he's great.
I know him. He comes by.
Yeah.
Is that woman? Is his wife still after him for child support? Is that still going on?
Oh, you know, that's what other
I was reading in the paper.
I got one. Yeah, he's a deadbeat dad.
Deadbeat dad.
That's what they call
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, he's a deadbeat dad. I can't help him. You don't look for me to try to make peace and try to make it better than what it is and how it is. He's a deadbeat dad.
Does that upset you?
Certainly, because you know what? If you make them, take them.
You pay for them.
You pay for them.
You pay for your son.
You know what I mean? Yes. You know.
So when you
but the only thing I don't like.
What do you say to him? Did you ever get? You're a very strong personality. You can't sit this boy down and say, "Listen,
I'm working." Yeah. But the idea of it is the reason what turns me off is the lady act like I was the one that was cohabitating with her.
Right.
She keeps challenging me because she think I may have something because of this glitter and this gaudy doodads and baubles. Right. You know what I mean? I wasn't there enjoying that.
If you banged her,
I wasn't there. So don't keep attacking me. Attack the one where it is.
Your son is an adult. Your son is an adult. Yes. You have nothing to do with that.
But it's amazing. You know what I mean? How they want to transfer. You know what I mean? To me.
Do you still hang with your son?
Laying there dead, can't be resurrected from the dead. Thinking about how it used to be. Thanks for the memories, and I'm being accused about this.
That's not right.
I mean, it's not right.
You got your own problems.
I do, and they're major.
But let me ask you. I just so interested in the dynamic. This is a son who you're estranged from. You don't talk to him?
No.
You see him.
He's right. He's around.
Yeah.
He's coming around. So we're gonna have to, help him out.
So you sit him down. You say, "Listen, son, you're gonna have to pay up. You got to go figure this thing out for yourself."
Do you get to see your grandkids?
Yes.
Oh, so you're seeing them?
No, not seeing my grandkids, but listen, this is an affair that I know nothing about, and I would have got more involved had the people not tried to attack, to denigrate, disparage me on something I had nothing to do with. And, so, hey, I said, if you want to play it that way, you do what you have to do.
That's right.
I just leave it alone.
Do you recommend to young men out there, don't have children because it's a big pain? Like, look at you. You had kids. You had the right idea.
Then look at
now you're involved. You didn't even bang this chick. You know what
That's what I'm saying. But she coming to me, and try to embarrass me everywhere she goes, sit at the TV shows, sit in the audience. Hey, so do what you have to do. If that's the route you want to take. But where I come from, you get more with honey than you do with vinegar.
Right. Yeah, this isn't your fault.
But it's a thing here. Morality is involved. You got to be able to take the bitter with the sweet.
That's right.
Take it like you find it. Leave it like it is. That's why at the Garden, Jim Dolan and I are going to present a fight of pride and glory, where it takes away all those different extra marital situations and all of those extraneous things out. We want the basics. You want to get it. Want you to call for your local provider for pay-per-view if you can't see it live and in living color on the scene at the Garden. Check it out on the screen on pay-per-view.
Do you have
because it's going to be a great show.
Do you have a photographic memory? It's been said that you have a photographic memory for numbers. Is that true?
Be the judge. All I can do is just tell you what God gives me the gift to talk to one of the greatest commentators in the history of mankind, Howard Stern. Stern.
I'll
You know
leave
what I
it
mean?
at that.
And that's photographic, indelibly interred into the mind and the soil of this great nation.
Are you back to being friends with Lennox Lewis? Is he your friend
I
again?
love Lennox Lewis. You know what I
Didn't
mean?
he
I
sue
don't
you
really
for
find
like
out.
$385 million?
Lawyers like to play the game.
Get these numbers.
Never,
That's a lot of
and
money.
you know, it is. You know what? And it's so amazing. It's so flattering. I just get.
You consider every suit flattery?
Yes, you know what I mean? Because to think that they would even think that I would be able to pay that if that was to win that. You know, they want to get their name in the papers. That's what they do with Howard. They
How
attack.
many lawsuits have you been involved? I mean, it's a tremendous amount.
I know quite a bit about the courtroom.
Right. You've been there. I remember the time you got sued and the jury found you innocent, and you
they
took
all
them
got a
all.
trip, yeah.
Where'd you take them to? The Bahamas?
Well, that's two, Howard. Let's take it one. I got cleared one time. I took them to London. Let them see the sights, you know what I mean? Let Lord Acton, power tends to corrupt. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. So they seen in London, they went out there to what is it called, Trafalgar Square?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so then the next jury that cleared me, I took them to the Bahamas and let them go deep sea fishing. You know what I mean? Go all around and see
I wanna be
what
on
a
a
glorious,
Don King jury.
glorious nation is this.
God, he didn't even do that.
I would love to be on one of your juries if you could arrange that.
And
I'd love a trip.
especially when you are innocent and they can see through the fabric of the duplicity.
What was that lawsuit? Which one was that?
They was talking about I was trying to beat an insurance company out of some money.
Lloyd's in London.
Yeah, and I lost more money and then the Lords of London with the fee.
Right.
It wasn't even enough to pay off the fee.
Right.
You know what I mean? So then they gonna play that game. But at that time they were having a pursuit of trying any way they could because they can't take black success. They can't take white success. You know what I mean? But they damn sure can't take black success.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Who is it that can't take the black success?
Me, I can't take it anymore.
You know what I mean? So they started attacking, vilifying, castigating.
Who is it that can't take black success?
The system where we are tradition and custom. They don't look for innovation, imagination, and change. And that's what they're all hollering for, change. But, it's very difficult, easier said than done. What we've been doing for tradition and custom for years and years is hard to bring something new. This is what it makes me feel good. I have such a wonderful feeling when I come on Howard Stern
Have
show.
you endorsed a candidate yet for this?
Not yet, because I'm a Republican. You know what I mean? I want to know who's going to be the best leader for this country, black and white alike.
Which way are you leaning?
You don't like the black man, Barack Obama? You got a black guy there.
Can't. Listen, that's like flipping the coin.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
dare you?
The white man has been persecuting us for 400 years. Now I turn around and then we persecute him for 400. You got to find the right road, the right thing to do. Now, if he's the best candidate, then that's the one you want to go with.
How about Giuliani? He was a good mayor.
Everybody was good. You know what I mean? Everybody
Lost
got
in the
good.
sauce, right?
You know what I mean? But you deal with what is real. You know what I mean? When I see who's going to be there, and
You
I
don't
feel
like that Huckabee, do you?
Yeah, well, he has religion. I mean, so it's 3 words by the Greeks. They say eros, philia, agape. Eros is love, to see somebody, a beautiful woman, you know what I mean? You have a love affair. Philia is a brotherly love. You sit down and you have family, you talk about your brother. Agape is the love of the human personality. I love you because you're a human being, a God's child, but I don't like your ways. I can disagree with what you're doing. So you have to live agape, you know what I mean, and try to make changes in attitudes and emotions to make things now. You can legislate.
Is this what you're like at home? Do you talk a lot?
Oh, my God. What else can you do but express the greatness of this nation? Don't forget that Howard has raised his hand. Jim Dolan, get ready. We're getting ready to have a great time at the Garden.
Hey, this Saturday night, what better than this? Felix Tito Trinidad, Roy Jones Jr., big fight, mixing it up old school.
Yes, now you're talking.
Night.
Bring it back old school. He says the right thing.
9 o'clock at Madison Square Garden, live on pay-per-view. Call your local cable provider to order. Don King, great seeing you. Hope to see you again.
Oh, man, we must because listen, this is divine loveliness sitting at my left.
1 second.
And his intellect to its best, right over my right.
Leon Spink's on the phone for you real quick. Wants to say hi.
Oh, yes. Hi, Leon.
Leon, hi.
Yeah, I know Don King. I don't like him.
Oh, come on. What's up?
Me and my wife come quite close.
What?
What is that?
Well, I really get to. I ain't really come
Leon, you know Don
I
King.
love you, Leon. I love you. I know.
Leon, Don loves you. And what do you say to that?
I'm doing pretty good outside of him.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know what Leon?
Yeah, you know his. Yeah, he said. Hear what Leon said. His son is going to fight March 27th. Corey Spinks.
Is that right? Corey
Spinks will fight the new generation in St. Louis March 27th on the Don King Network TV.
Leon, how do you feel about that?
Great fight for his son.
Leon, I say, how do you?
Leon, you're still there?
I'm on my wife. Come back home.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
He's
So that's
happy
gonna be
about
great. He's happy about that.
Says he loves you.
Yeah. Corey Spinks will fight, Verno Phillips,
you say
March 27th in St. Louis.
You say you love Corey and you love Don?
Meet me in St. Louis.
I had to take myself, so I had to get by.
Meet me in St. Louis. Oh, Leon.
Bill, go ahead. Say hello. You're on the air. Yes, Bill, you're on with Don King. Real quick, come on. The man's got to go make money.
Sorry about that, Howard.
Yeah.
Hey, I was just saying, I've been in Iraq and Afghanistan. I'm a veteran now. He's crazy to say that Bush is all about the country. The only reason he went on that peace talk here lately is he went over there to tell the Saudis he wanted more freaking oil. So let's check old Don's head for some bedazzle, okay?
All right. Well, he disagrees with Don.
That's a veteran talking,
Danny
and he's entitled to his opinion,
He
right,
sure
Don?
is. Danny
Yes, indeed. I love the veterans. No matter what they say, that's their opinion. The veterans have an opinion. You know what I mean? That's what they tried to do back in 1931 or 1932 when they had the Veterans March on Washington.
Right.
You know what I mean? After the guys go give themselves for the country, they go out and fight, then they come back home and all of a sudden you forget all about the patriotic sons and don't take it the veterans.
Danny,
the veterans are they're so precious. Everybody should love everybody they serve.
The people want to talk to you. Go ahead.
Hey, Don Howard, how are you guys?
Good.
Hey, you know what, Don? I just want to say thanks for going over to see our troops, making them feel good. You know what? I'm really getting tired of all these politicians just going over and saying, they belong over here, they belong over there. You know what? We don't have a choice when we're over there. We don't get to like it. We don't not get to like it. We go, we do what we're told, and that's it. We do our job. But, hey, Don, thanks. Howard, love you.
All right, thank you, Danny. There's a support for Don King. Terry, go ahead in Brooklyn.
Yeah, Don, the reason that they keep going after you, I think, is because you're your son's employer. In other words,
I see. Oh, he's talking about, again, the child support because you employ your son. But does he?
No, you got to say which one. Be specific and say which one, and know what it is. But it ain't like they're going after me about the money. They're going after me to get the fame, the acclaim, to be able to say they can sensationalize. You know what I mean? For I guess there's different strokes for different folks.
Have you ever met this granddaughter of yours? Have you ever seen her once?
No,
never.
Only through a paper. Never seen it. All of this was done in secret. Now it comes to the light, and I'm naturally. It's in the papers. That's what you're right. It's in the papers. But is that the way for a granddaughter, the wife, which daughter-in-law would be? You know what I mean? To go. You know what I mean? Where I come from is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Don, forget about the troops. Take care of the grandkids.
No, don't forget about the troops. If you got to do it, do both. But you know what I mean? Yeah, wait. No, the troops, man. Don't tell me about the troops. You got to understand something. The reason you can sit there on the radio and talk to Howard Stern and me today is because we got those troops that put themselves in harm's way.
But is it really Don's responsibility for the granddaughter? His son is the responsible person here.
The son. In other words, when you owe money for child support, the government.
No, he don't. The son don't work for me. That son don't work for me. See,
it's a different son.
You don't understand. You don't understand.
Listen, Don, all I could go with is what the newspapers say. Well,
yeah, but that. Stop right there. There you go. That's what the First Amendment. I got the First Amendment truck down there. Freedom of press, freedom to demonstrate, freedom of protest, and freedom of religion. You know what I mean? Because the paper said that don't make it true.
Fuck the paper.
Ralph, go ahead quickly. Yeah, go ahead. What is it, Ralph?
Hey now. Hey, you figure like a guy like Don in life, he just sits down, he goes to dinner, he screams and yells the whole time. But I had dinner with him, and he's actually a mellow, kind of cool guy.
You had dinner with Don King?
I did. He's interesting.
How did you have dinner with him?
We were making Hogan's Heroes jokes. We were in Germany. We were making fun of the Nazis.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, there you go. All right.
Clearly a memorable night for Don.
Yes, indeed.
Don just whispered to me he doesn't like you, Ralph.
No, Ralph, don't listen to that, Ralph. Don't listen to that shit.
See the Felix.
Hey, Don, can I ask you one question?
Go ahead.
Don, real quick. Best fight you ever saw? You got one in your mind? Best fight you ever saw live?
In your life?
Well, you know, I'd have to say that it was two. One was Muhammad Ali and George Foreman in the Rumble in the Jungle.
I would have to say, yeah.
And then it was another one, the Thriller in Manila with Ali and Frazier.
Yeah, those
and
are tough
then,
to beat.
Yes, and then one with Larry Holmes and Ken Norton. So, I mean, those are fights that just they stand out in my mind.
Because they were such legendary
battles.
The
you know
crowd
what I mean?
is great. There's a lot of hype. It's all those things combined,
Everything combined. This is what you have like on Saturday night. You're going to have not just a fight for somebody more some money. It's about a fight for the pride, the glory of being there, to be representative of your people. Tito representing the Puerto Ricans, representing the island. It's a national pride. Listen, Miguel Cotto is a child of Tito. By that I mean he inspired the youth to redirect their explosive energy into more positive and productive and constructive manners. And then now he's a champion.
You know
what
I like Joe Frazier very much.
Joe Frazier was great.
I feel Muhammad Ali was very racist toward Joe Frazier.
In a promotional sense, and that's arguable.
He called him a monkey, a gorilla.
Yeah, that argument, the gorilla and the Thriller in Manila, you know what I mean? Those things, but Ali was just a genius at promoting, and he was provocative, but to go to an extreme, reflecting nostalgically, yes, you could say
Joe
that.
was very hurt. Joe was very
I know.
hurt.
It took him a long time if he got over it at all.
He hasn't.
You know what I mean? But I love Joe Frazier. Smoking Joe Frazier.
Those were the
You know what I mean? It was really great, you know what I mean? But now we're trying to recapture
Now we're trying
the
to
glory
get
of
Felix
yesteryear.
Tito Trinidad, Roy Jones Jr. fight this Saturday night, 9 o'clock, Madison Square Garden, live on
Get your
pay-per-view.
tickets now or get your provider so you can see it. Witness greatness, a moment of truth, a historic moment for the Garden.
What did
It
you
is
think
just
when you
so
saw
great.
pictures of De La Hoya cross-dressing? What did that? What went through your mind?
My God, don't take me down that path. You know what I mean?
Do you think
oh,
the
ye
pictures
of little
are real?
faith, get thee behind me, Satan.
Do you think the pictures are real, Don?
Are they real, Don? You would know.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got to play Ray Charles. You know what I mean? I got a woman way across town.
Have you ever worn panties as a joke in a real hotel room or stockings?
Ain't no money in that.
Would you ever do that?
Oh my goodness!
Is that any way in your sex play?
Yeah. Have you ever kissed another man when you were in prison? Did you ever kiss another?
Saturday night, January 19th, at Madison Square Garden. Tito Trinidad and Roy Jones Jr. Get it on pay-per-view or see it on the scene.
Are you friendly with De La Hoya? Are you friendly?
Jim Dolan, a great American fighting for the betterment of mankind.
Are you friendly with De La Hoya?
Yes.
Does he look good in a dress?
Did you say any? You saw the pictures, right? You saw them.
Yes, you did. Come on.
You don't forget something like that. Did you see those pictures?
What pictures?
Oh, you.
All right, listen. Don King, you're the best. Thank you for coming here. Felix Tito Trinidad, Roy Jones Jr. fight this Saturday night, 9 o'clock, Madison Square Garden, live on pay-per-view. I'm surprised you won't talk about that.
Well, you know what? You doing a good job.
Where's the photographic memory?
Wait a minute.
Where's the photographic memory?
I defer to you.
What's behind
you
all
extra.
this?
You are par excellence.
You talk about everything. You can't talk about De La Hoya?
You know what? If I say something about De La Hoya, you know what they're going to say? There you go again. Now you're going to knock De La Hoya. I think he's doing a good job of that himself.
Did he
I ain't
look
got to
pretty?
deal with it.
Do you think he looked nice? His legs are not clear?
Yeah, well, listen, hey, listen, you be the judge. You be the judge.
Let me ask you a quick question. As a boxing promoter,
be the judge.
Did you see a lot of the boxers naked? Who had the biggest penis?
Oh, now, I don't know. I can't be checking out penises.
You see it.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you take a look.
I'd be happy just checking out my own.
Someone told me you stopped. Somebody told me you stopped getting it up after you saw the De La Hoya pictures. That's is that true or false?
Oh, ye of little faith, get thee behind me, Satan. You know what I mean? This is Howard TV. Yes, Howard Stern, y'all.
Mr. King.
Oh, I'm so excited. He took my breath away.
How'd it go in there?
Oh, it was exhilarating. It was a moment of truth. You mean two great guys coming together again, Howard and I. Americana standing up for independence. You know, I heard a man say many years ago, and it echoed in that studio, as for what course others may take, I know not. But as for me, give me liberty or give me death. Howard exemplifies that, and so does Don King.